Hello, guys. So hello to the three viewers that have been waiting for us to start. Um, I am joined by Malcolm of May to December, and we have a returning regular, which is Tash of Sketchney. Do you want to both say hello?
Hello. Hello, how you doing? We're the highest piece of ass in the YouTube community. Tash, yeah, got my baby back. Come on, Tash, say hello, how you doing, darling?
Calling out to the YT posse, yeah.
You sounded like somebody out of EastEnders, Malcolm, there.
Yeah, Phil Mitchell. Yeah, Sharon.
Oh, Tash does it better than I do.
Sharon. I'm from Kent, so I can...
Hello, Alex.
Hello, Alex.
Hello, Alex.
Oh, just for you, Alex, I ordered the Infernal Affairs thing. I ordered it. I took your advice.
Family Affairs?
Infernal Affairs. It was the movies. Alex showed them in the video chat, and he recommended getting the full slip one, so I picked it up because it's one of my favourite movie series.
Yeah.
It's a triad movie, you know, like gangster kind.
Oh, gangster shows. I'm not really a fan of that.
I don't get this, James. You're not into gangster films. You're not into James Bond. What are you doing? Are you an Englishman, or are you a tribal person who comes onto the chat and has no idea about life in the world? It's like, wow. I feel like we should send you to
Wait, hang on, I'm sorry. There's life in the world? What is this strange concept?
I can't believe you don't like James Bond or gangster films. Most people like at least one.
How can you not like James Bond and like Carrie the remake? Sorry.
How can you be English and not like James Bond?
Oh, then I'll tell you the only James Bond films I like is that guy with those metal teeth. The one they called Jaws.
Oh, Jaws. Yeah.
You said you hadn't seen any of them other than GoldenEye.
No, I saw those ones with him in.
That's Moonraker.
I ordered the full slip one, and the Spy Who Loved Me's the other one that's got him in as well, isn't it?
Yeah, with the girlfriend. I think Moonraker's the one with the girlfriend, but yeah.
He goes off her, which I thought was one of the weirdest bits of James Bond.
Yeah.
But it was the campy era with what's his name? Roger Moore.
Yeah.
I bought the full set one, Alex. I took your advice. So I have the booklet and the cards and that.
I met the guy who played Jaws, so...
What's your favourite Bond then, Malcolm?
My favourite Bond's Pierce Brosnan. I can tell them in order. Pierce Brosnan, Sean Connery, Timothy Dalton, Roger Moore, Daniel Craig, and then
George Lazenby.
George Lazenby. What about yours, Tash?
You see, normally I would say Sean Connery. I do really like Pierce Brosnan. He was underrated. So I think Sean Connery, Pierce Brosnan on a kind of tied for first.
I think Pierce Brosnan was the most like Sean Connery's one.
Yeah.
In the sophisticatedness, I always put them kind of together.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, and then I think I would put Roger Moore. I know he was really campy in that, but I did like some of the. I'm a big sucker for that kind of cheesy, kind of witty dialogue, kind of puns, bad puns in that.
But the weirdest thing was, I don't know if you knew this, but Roger Moore was originally going to be James Bond first.
Yeah, there was some yeah.
But it was because he was doing The Saint that he couldn't be at the time.
No, exactly.
So when you think about how different the films could have been if Roger Moore had been in them from the beginning.
If he'd been from the beginning, yeah, exactly. Would it have done as well? I don't think it would have done as well as it did.
I don't think so either, because Sean Connery had that charm about him. He had that charisma, you know, and that's what Pierce Brosnan's got as well.
Yeah.
I've seen a bit of The Saint.
You've seen The Saint?
Oh, I do like The Saint. Have you seen the movie version with Val Kilmer?
I have. Have you, James?
No, I get a bit confused there because I thought you meant The Saint with Roger Moore.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about. But there was a movie There
like
was a
in the
movie
90s.
like Val Kilmer and Elizabeth Shue.
No, I haven't seen that one.
I liked the movie. I didn't think it was as good as the series.
No, it had that kind of. I liked him, but I liked Val Kilmer in it. But the problem is it came out around the same time as like the Mission Impossible movies. So
Made it suck, to be honest, which made the film a lot more than it probably would have been.
yeah, in comparison, you know, yeah.
I mean, if it come out in the 60s, it would have been a lot better.
Oh God, yeah.
I mean, Val Kilmer and Elizabeth Shue, they had a little bit of chemistry. It was pretty good, but the series was. I mean, when they did was it the Return of the Saint?
Yeah.
That kind of fell apart as well. I didn't like that. Roger Moore to me was the Saint and made it fantastic.
Yeah.
My favourite part of the whole thing was when they go Simon Templar and he goes do 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 and his thing popped. I said that's the best part of the whole show.
Yeah. Roger Moore was that character perfectly. That's the thing. Whereas, yeah, but they did this because they did it with like the Avengers as well when they had like the new Avengers, you know, kind of thing. The TV show, and they kept trying to bring back franchises, and it just wasn't as good as the first time it was.
How gutting is it that we'll never see the full first season of the Avengers because they wiped them because it was back in the 90s? I mean, it's so annoying. People, people who love Doctor Who, the old Doctor Who, are lucky because they're being found everywhere. The Avengers will never be found, and it's so depressing.
Exactly.
You know? And John Steed was fantastic in the original Avengers, but he was, I think by the time they did the new Avengers, he was quite old, so it was a bit.
But I would say Timothy Dalton's my least favourite Bond.
Because he was in the why?
I don't know. I just didn't. I didn't like him as Bond as much.
Is it because you're against the Welsh?
No, I love the Welsh. I've always said I would love to retire to Wales.
You know what? I tell you what I like Timothy Dalton as Bond. Because I like License to Kill because I think it's a very darker kind of Bond.
Yeah, it was a nice change.
But I don't think I didn't like him in Living Daylight, so I probably only like him because of the darkness side. Because Living Daylight to me bored me shitless.
Yeah, that was the I didn't like the what's the one that what's her face oh my mind Grace Jones, the one that she's in.
Kill.
Yeah.
You didn't like that
She
one?
annoys me. No, I don't know. I haven't watched those. I've only watched those ones like once or something. I need to rewatch them. So.
A View to a Kill from Duran Duran. That's not the best
That
song.
was an awesome theme song.
A View to a Kill. I love the music video as well with the boxes blowing up and stuff.
Yeah. But I thought George Lazenby was underrated. I mean, he wasn't supposed to be. He wasn't an actor. I'm not saying he was good in it necessarily, but I thought he was underrated. So.
What people forget is being Bond actually made his career. Because the amount of movies he made in Italy and that afterwards. And people say that George Lazenby was the best Bond because he was the most like Bond.
Yeah. Yeah.
But when you go, but Unemergency Secret Service to me was one of the worst Bond films. I mean, Telly Savalas to me was underused.
Yeah.
And was really weird in it. And the whole story, I mean, but he was offered an 8-film contract after that film and he turned it down and said...
Yeah, that it wasn't, yeah. Because at the end of the day, he was a model. Because he was a model, so...
He said, what he said was that the film series would go nowhere. So then Sean Connery came back, didn't he, for Diamonds Forever? And then you had Roger Moore.
And also there was the Never Say Never that Sean Connery did as well.
Blasphemist. That doesn't count.
No, it's not counted as canon, I know that, but...
It's Thunderball all over again. To be honest with you, I didn't enjoy Never Say Never. I thought it was... Sean Connery was too old in it, and... I mean, it's all right if you take it as kind of like a spoofy, kind of sidey kind of. I mean,
it's like that, you know, the Casino Royale with David Niven,
yeah.
And Peter Sellers or whatever. Yeah.
It's David Niven, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's David Niven.
Alex says Timothy Dalton has a great speaking
I was just about to say that. I do like Timothy Dalton's voice. That's pretty badass in the Doctor Who's that he did as the Time Lord.
I liked him in Chuck. You know, the TV show.
Yeah.
I liked him in that. I like.
Have you ever seen Chuck, James?
No.
Did you like Timothy Dalton in Doctor Who?
Yeah.
He was pretty badass in that.
Did you enjoy him in that?
Yeah, but he's got like a Patrick Stewart voice. He's got this very deep and big voice.
Yeah, because he was in the last two-part story when David Tennant changed.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But I've not seen Chuck. Though. I think I've seen the odd episode here and there. But I like to see shows from the beginning.
Yeah.
To get the proper,
Well, you need to, don't you, to really get to know the characters.
Yeah, exactly. So.
I mean, I own all the Chucks on Blu-ray. I imported them when I lived in England. I imported them and watched them. And it's a really good show, but at the same time, it's one of those really silly kind of shows. It's almost the same every episode.
Yeah.
But with a little slight story, arc going on.
Yeah. It's like we were saying before, like we said with Big Bang and How I Met Your Mother and that. American comedy is so, can be so different and random.
Well, it's like the Big Bang Theory. There's 10 seasons going to be made over the next couple of years.
It should have stopped by now.
Yeah. And you look at it and you're like, how can they do more when there's been probably like 200 odd episodes?
Yeah.
It's like The Simpsons. Even though my cousin disagrees with me, I say, by now everything's happened in The Simpsons.
Yeah, they're just redoing it.
Yeah, exactly. And he goes, no, there isn't. There's a lot more to be done. But there isn't. Because what happens is you can tell when an animated show or a comedy show is when they have ideas, because they go with now's events. Like, for instance, if Kylie Minogue had a concert and she got caught having sex with a fireman, there'd be a joke about it in one of the things because they're keeping up with it because they've got nothing else.
Yeah. I was really sad when I heard that Matt Groening said that they're now doing it for money. It used to be that they knew they had stories to tell, and now they are just continuing because it's for the money. But that's why South Park is probably one of the only long-running shows that I still feel keeps the energy up, if you know what I mean. Because I do feel like they try and break the boundary, just change it up. Whereas Simpsons, I've tuned in for the newer seasons and that, and I'm just like, this. I've not even laughed at it for ages.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, I watched Simpsons a lot when I was younger because my cousin had them all on VHS, the earlier ones.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed them. And now I buy them slowly on Blu-ray, as they're on Blu-ray. And I put them on. I can't watch more than a couple of episodes a week because it just bores me because it's not that great. It's the same thing. Like Treehouse of Horrors 29. It's like it's the same bloody things over and over again. At least with South Park, they're actually changing it a bit every.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, I would have thought that South Park would get stale. But like I say, they just seem to keep it fresh as much as possible. So.
Oh, hi, Claudio. We've got a question. What's everyone been up to lately then? On American comedies, I watched The American In-Betweeners. It was totally shite. I watched The American In-Betweeners, I think, when it first came on TV in America. I downloaded it. And I remember there's this bit at the end of the first series where they spray and water each other. And there's this guy going along in a van with a moustache. And all I kept thinking was, is this some porn star checking these kids out or something? Does it go like this? As he goes by, it's like... And I was like, yeah. So I was like, what the fuck? So it was shit. The American Skins was shit. The American... I
never liked the UK In-Betweeners, so I never even checked out the US one.
You don't like checking out someone's guns and all that shit. You don't like going up to old women and going on and asking them if they're going to do stuff with their lollipops.
I didn't like Skins either. I didn't like the UK Skins. I had friends that, were like, oh, this is awesome, you got to sit down and watch it. And they put loads of the episodes on. I was just like, no, it's not.
I bought the first season of Skins, put it on and just got bored witless with it.
Yeah. But that's the same. I've not seen the US Office, but I didn't like the UK ones. So
I've seen both. The US one I think's better.
I've seen bits of the US, the US Office, and I've actually giggled, laughed at it more than I've never found the UK one entertaining. So
The English one makes me laugh because I'm a fan of Ricky Gervais.
yeah,
And I really like the show. It always cracks me up. The American one I like more because there's more character development because of how long it is.
yeah,
Which you don't get in the original series because there was 2 series in the specials in the English one. And you do grow with them, but in 6 episodes you can't really grow like you will in 25 or 26.
exactly.
So I do prefer the American one over it. American Shameless is awful. I hate the English Shameless.
I didn't like English Shameless. No, yeah.
And to be honest, I'm surprised the American ones lasted. They did the same with Life on Mars as well. They made an American one, and that didn't last. They had Harvey Keitel in it, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, I didn't like I tried getting into the American Life on Mars, and I did not like that at all. And I was like you, I was like, it's Harvey Keitel. How can you not like? Yeah.
Harvey Keitel is probably one of the most underrated actors in history.
Yeah.
This guy should be like Robert De Niro is, but he isn't. For some reason, he's not in that league, but he should be.
He's done such. Have you ever seen Sister Act?
I've got him on Blu-ray.
No, I was asking James to see if he knew.
Oh.
Oh, I've seen the films. Yeah.
He's the gangster in Sister Act. The husband. He's him. You know from Dusk Till Dawn. He's the father in From Dusk Till Dawn.
Grace, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't know.
He's in such very different roles. He's like you say, he's done such different work. I think a lot of people always think of him as like the gangster kind of thing. It's like actually he's done a lot more than just that. So
well, let's run a little list. Taxi Driver is a pimp. He pimps out little kids. Sister Act is a gangster. Main Streets is a gangster.
Well, yeah. Okay, so
Lieutenant is a policeman who likes masturbating outside cars. From Dusk Till Dawn, he's the father policeman.
Thelma and Louise is in, isn't he?
No.
No, that's Michael Madsen. Sorry.
Pulp Fiction, he's the cleaner.
Yeah.
He does so many different roles, but I think he's just like that bloke that you see in movies. He's like kind of like Danny Trejo, except he should be more. He's more famous.
Yeah.
I love the first few seasons of Shameless. Dave Timfor is great in it. Can't stand them. My mum loves Shameless. I just can't stand it. I've got no time for that show at all.
Is there any American comedies you like, James, or? Like TV shows?
Comedy-wise,
See?
not really, no.
I never got into Friends, and I know that's probably bad, but I just never saw it from the beginning of that, and when I caught an episode, I wasn't like blown away. So.
I used to wake up. I used to wake up. I'll answer that in a minute, Alex. I used to wake up every morning and watch 2 episodes of Friends on Channel 4. And then I had the DVD box set of it, and I watched it all the way through and loved it. I need to get the Blu-ray set.
That's what I want to do. I want to get the box set so I can watch it from the beginning and watch it straight, because I think I would enjoy it a lot more once I know,
Alex says, "Where's Adam? I'm happy Tash is here, though." Okay, well, let me answer this blatantly. Adam, you piece of fuck. Right? Yeah, that's right. Fuck you. Right? Anyway. No, that's a joke, Adam. I sent Adam a couple of messages on Facebook saying, do you want to be in a chat? And he was on, he never answered, so I just guess he couldn't be bothered. I've got no problem with Adam because of that. I'm just stating fact as it is.
You sent him another message, didn't you, as well, while he was online?
Yeah, I sent a message where he was online, he didn't respond, so I'm guessing he couldn't bother because he might have been doing one with Chris or something. Either way, it's up to him, I don't care. We've got Tash here. That's what matters.
Okay, I got a question for you both now. What was any other movies you've recently seen?
Okay, Tash can answer that.
No, because I've not seen anything recently.
Yeah, what's that, Nick? You lazy bum. Let me have a look.
My carer just went to see Guardians of the Galaxy today, so...
I've heard that's supposed to be good, but I don't fancy it.
she went with her other half. She said it was rather slow, because it was all setting up she thought when she went in that they was all going to be together, you know, at the beginning. She said, but it was a lot of setup at the beginning, and she said it was all right at the end, and it wasn't too long, but it took a little while to get into.
Okay, well, I've just gone on Facebook to check what I watched, and Adam's online again, still not answered, but anyway. I watched Remo Williams, which is an old 80s film based on the Destroyer book series, and that was alright. I watched Rise of the Planet of the Apes, which I really enjoyed. I watched The Veteran, which is an English film, which is okay for what it is. You know, you can't expect much from an English film. I watched Skyfall, which I really enjoyed, but I don't call it a Bond film. I call it more of a kind of...
It's more an action film, like, yeah.
Because it hasn't got the Bond kind of elements in it as much. I watched Uncle Buck for the first time, which I really enjoyed, but I think it's dated a bit now.
Good film, yeah.
Blood and Bone, which is one of my favourite martial arts movies from 2009, starring Michael J. White. And Casino Royale I watched today. There's more, but I'm just counting from Monday instead of the whole week.
All right. Is that the up-to-date, the Daniel Craig Casino Royale? Or?
Yes. Yeah. I was watching that earlier today.
So there's actually 2 Casino Royales, are there?
Yeah, there's the old 60s version with David Niven.
As for Alex saying, fair enough, Mel, it's not for everyone. You're right. I mean, I like some stuff that people don't like. I mean, people don't like The Sopranos. You know, I think that's one of the greatest shows of all time. I like watching Peach Girl. You know, the anime about 2 girls that are hitting on boys and dancing all the time. I love it, but it's not for everybody. You know, so you're right. You know. We all have different tastes, and sometimes they're weird. I mean, there's shows on TV now which I don't even know exist, and then I look down the list, like the series Strain, or whatever it's called. Never heard of it until yesterday.
Yeah, it's like the there's some TV show called Helix. It wasn't great, but I hadn't heard of. What's that on your? What's that, James?
Nice.
Right. Oh.
There you go.
Your phone's not on the screen.
I've heard of Helix, but only through looking on Netflix.
Yeah.
But I've never watched it.
It's not great. It's really slow and really plot. I think they're trying to be like another kind of The Thing, but it's all really kind of. It's not particularly well acted, but I find it strangely entertaining. You know, like those shows that you sit down and you're like, I don't know why I'm watching it, but I'm watching it.
Hold on, we've got a comment from Adam. It's not that I can't be bothered, I've been really busy recently and don't feel like doing a chat. Then that's fine, Adam. I would have just liked if you could have said that, you know, like on Facebook to me. But it's okay. I wasn't being serious when I was having a go. I was just, you know. So don't worry about it. It's okay. Yeah, I was just messing about, you know me. Tash knows me. I do things like that with her and she loves it. She laughs and everything.
Oh, yeah.
It's just me. Just glad you can watch.
It's nice to have you in there, yeah.
Yeah, nice to have you here. Helix. It's like Continuum. I've heard of Continuum, seen it in the shop.
Oh, I love Continuum, yeah.
Never watched it.
My problem is with something like Continuum, it's another show filmed in Canada, and you get so, like, you see the same actors over and over again, and as somebody who's been watching sci-fi, like, from the 90s filmed in Canada, it's just like, oh, it's Sam again. Oh, look, it's so-and-so. And especially something like Continuum, you get a lot of people from, like, the Stargate universes and stuff, you know, turning up. And it's quite difficult to draw the line between characters.
Well, I get tired of starting shows and then them being cancelled.
Yeah. This is the thing, I'm watching Almost Human at the moment. And I know it's only 1 season long, and it's like... It feels kind of sucky.
It's like Revolution. I was like, oh, I'll start watching Revolution once it gets Series 2 out. It got cancelled after Series 2, and you're just like, ugh.
Yeah, exactly. It's always the decent shows that get cancelled, and then the ones that suck that keep going. I mean, I don't know why Glee's still going. I used to like Glee, and now it sucks. It's like...
Well, it's like Life and Times of Tim, which was a really crappily animated series, but it was great. I loved it. I bought the DVDs and everything, and they cancelled it in the third season, and I was like, why? It was like really clever. It was stupid. But it beats things like South Park and The Simpsons hands down.
Yeah.
I got a bit of a funny story for Doctor Who fans.
Oh yeah.
I went near Bristol. There's this place called Warmley. My sister, my nieces, we went out there today, and there was a cafe there, and they had just outside they had like a Doctor Who TARDIS there.
All right.
So we went there to basically see this, and it actually looked like the phone box. I did a vlog of it today, so I'll be uploading this one. I got to edit it and upload it, but you can actually go inside it, and it's not actually a TARDIS. It was a toilet.
The TARDIS.
The TARDIS.
That's what I'm going to call the actual video.
It's funny you say the TARDIS though, because I don't know if you've ever seen it on any of my videos, but I did a panto. I wrote and was in a panto for the local community a few years back, and I played a Doctor Who kind of parody, and we actually made up a TARDIS, and I've actually got it, and I come up with a whole like what TARDIS stood for and everything, and I came up with the sign and that, and I've got it up on my wall at the moment. It's
Well, I'll tell you something that I found weird. This is Doctor Who related, I guess. When I watched World War Z, he ends up in a building called the W.H.O. building. It's something about, World Health Organization.
Yeah.
Right? But Peter Capaldi's in there, right?
Oh yeah, World War Z, yeah.
And I said to Donna, how weird's that? Who in the thing is a doctor, right? And he became Doctor Who at the same time, technically, as that came out.
It's so funny because I watched World War Z with a friend. I'd already seen it, and a friend saw it, and I was sat there watching it, and every time like Peter Capaldi came on, I was just like, "Oh, why don't you just go escape in the TARDIS?"
Or in his case, the TARDIS.
Yeah, exactly. I wish I
you
could remember what I made TARDIS stand for, but
I like him. I like him a lot. I don't know.
They just recently had a promo shot, a photo released. Like advertising the new season and that. And he stood there, and he looks very. He's dressed like John Pertwee. He's got that kind of same flair, like lined jacket and vest and that. And I was just like, that's very John Pertwee-ish. So.
Hello, Kelly.
Oh, it was Kelly there. Hello, Kelly.
Yeah, just want to say hello to Kelly. So we've got.
Also, Claudio said hi earlier. I was going to say hi, Claudio. So.
Also got Claudio, Kelly, Alex, and Adam.
Yeah.
So hi, guys.
So you didn't video yourself on the toilet in the TARDIS, did you, James?
I would have. I asked James. I've called James while sitting on the toilet. Have I not, James?
What?
Have I not called you on Skype while sitting on the toilet taking a shit?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, his mum cracks jokes about it, because I'd go like this. Hello, James. Oh, hello.
See, that's really why I couldn't find you at LFCC. You were busy Skyping James while you were taking a crap.
Exactly.
I would like to see your picture of the TARDIS, Tash.
Oh, yeah.
Alex says, I really thought World War Z was disappointing. Never got going. And to be honest with you, I do agree with you to a big degree. The first hour of World War Z bored me witless. And then the next hour, I kind of enjoyed more.
Yeah.
But I did expect more for it, but it was a PG-13 film. I think. Was it PG-13?
I think so.
Because that could have been why. Because there wasn't that much violence in it. I mean, there was, but it was more kind of like kid-friendly violence. Like, there wasn't that much blood, was there?
No.
I mean, it's a decent film. I mean, it's decent for someone like Donna, because Donna likes like post-apocalyptic kind of films that haven't got violence in them.
Yeah.
It's me, I'm one of those people that wants to see someone's nick get ripped out, and then, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Hey James, do you want to bring up a conversation thing?
Yeah, I can't think.
I'm just saying, because you've been quiet over there, haven't you?
He's looking at his phone.
I will look at the comments on the comment section. What videos are you going to be planning to do next, Malcolm?
Probably an update one again. I didn't do my last update of Blu-rays because I showed them on the video, so probably do that. Maybe do a best of kind of video, like best by actor, since everybody seems to be doing that.
Yeah.
I noticed Cole Dude has started doing the horror block unboxing, so I guess he wants to steal other people's thunder. You know, Cole do that. I really hate when somebody does something, like for instance, so many people review the nerd block things, right?
Yeah.
And people keep telling me you should do it, but I won't do it because there's so many of them already up there, right? But someone like Calder, Sean C. Phillips, wants to go and do it so that he can get the attention from it.
Yeah, joining the bandwagon kind of thing.
So it's kind of like, he can't leave it to other people to do things. Like, for instance, let's say, for instance, James right now did a top 10 list, and then I decide, oh, I'm going to do a top 10 list straight after. It'd be me technically kind of going, oh, James did it, I'm going to do it. It wasn't my original idea. You go,
Yeah.
It's okay if I give you the idea.
Yeah, but I'm saying, if you're just doing it because you want to get popularity from people looking at the videos, I mean, I could do a meeting, get people looking at everything, but I don't care about that. I care more about connecting with people than I do about having tons and tons of subscribers.
Yeah.
So it's just...
Have you seen my new gameplay I uploaded today?
I haven't seen it yet. I saw it uploaded. It's like 38 minutes.
It's not nice. I cut it down a bit. And I've got a special ending to it.
Special ending?
Yeah.
Is it you sitting on the TARDIS?
No! You'll have to watch it and find out later.
You need to go like this. It's up the TARDIS going like this. Doctor Who! Doctor. And record it and have your thing tackling about on the toilet seat. Like dancing, like zoom in motion, like boom, 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 boom. Okay, it's this flip camera.
Yes. I got Mumsy on here as well.
I tell you, you're right. He has lost a lot of weight. I saw a picture of him, and boy, has he lost weight. I tell you, I'm really, really proud of him and Brenda Mitchell. Nice.
That's the TARDIS.
That's quite good, actually. I think it's really great that they both lost so much weight because they both needed to because they were both like 500 odd pounds. So good for them, you know. Good that they've got the opportunity to, you know.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, Brenda Mitchell lost like 135 pounds. She honestly thinks I've got no idea how much he lost, but you can tell by the pictures he's lost quite a bit. But they do say the bigger you are, the easier it is for you to lose weight to start off with. You know, like lose the pounds.
Yeah.
But once you get to a certain weight, you might end up only losing like 2 or 1 a week kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. Once you hit a kind of plateau kind of thing. It's...
I mean, losing weight's never easy, but there's that system, I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
Stuff I've heard and read, you know.
Oh, I've heard, yeah.
I went on a diet once called Lipotrim, right?
What was it called?
Lipotrim, and all you do is drink shakes, right?
Right.
It costs £48 a week. Right, yeah.
Weight Watchers kind of stuff. Yeah.
Before I met Donna, you know, I was about to meet Donna in real life, and I thought, shit, I'm a fat bastard, right? Shit, I need to lose some weight, so I'm like hottie for this woman. So this woman's smoking, right? So now I'm taking Lipotrim, like losing £6 a week, right? But what they don't tell you is you can't eat any solid food You can't eat any food, whatever. You can only eat potato shakes or maybe have a coconut biscuit or something, right? But you can only have 2 or 3 a day, right? Of like 2 shakes and 1 thing.
Oh.
So by the time I got to the 5th week, I was like, I need to eat some fish and chips, right? Because I can't handle it. And what happened is basically it messed up my bowels for going to the toilet.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't having any real fibre.
No.
I wasn't going to the toilet. When I was going to the toilet, it felt like bullets shooting out of my bum. Yeah, you know what, that kind of painfulness.
Mm.
So Donna basically had to go up me and she told me never do it again. And to be honest with you, I'm kind of glad she did because it was 48 quid a fucking week.
Yeah.
But they said, but the thing is, they're supposed to monitor it at the pharmacy, at the chemist, but they don't. So you're supposed to go there once a week. They weigh you and stuff. But you lose that weight, but when you start eating again, you gain it all back almost instantly. So you have to end up staying on the Lipotrium for years.
For it to...
Yeah, and then it costs you 48 quid a week. So think about how much money that is a year. Yeah. So
yeah.
So yeah, it was a diet, but to be honest, I think the best diet is natural.
Yeah.
Alex says, Tash, please accept me on Facebook.
Yeah, I was going to say, for Alex, Claudio, and Kelly, I will accept you. It's just I'm doing a bit of a friend purge on Facebook at the moment, so I don't want to accidentally delete you. So I'm just doing my purge, and then I'll add you.
Let me just say this. Tash has added me yesterday, and we had an inbox message where she said, I'm going to let those losers keep thinking they got me.
Yeah, keep thinking that.
The only thing I need on Facebook, and I went, oh.
I'm just going to keep stringing you along, and...
What, you get rid of your friends then?
It's just people that have been on my list, and they have nothing to do with me in that, and I'm just like, it's not worth keeping them on there, so...
Yeah, at one point on my Facebook, I had 400 black friends, and I knew none of them. And people kept sending me links to, but I went to Chicago high schools and everything, and I used to just accept them. So my Facebook says I went to a nursing school, but I went to Orlando Bloom School, whatever it is, in Chicago, Illinois. And yeah, so, and it says I studied at I was a ninja assassin at work for a couple of years. So, it's interesting.
It's just that people that have added me, like from the past, or like that have been in like either the X-Files fandom or whatever, and I get sick of like putting stuff on my Facebook and that, and nobody, none of these people ever have anything to do with any of my posts or that, so it's like.
Yeah, that's what I'm like with Facebook. I put something on Facebook, and I'm like, nobody comments on it, and why do I care if they do? You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, exactly. Oh no, I don't care if they do. I'm just saying, I don't like having people.
If they're friends, they're going to comment, aren't they?
Yeah, exactly.
But what I mean is, I don't get these people that put shit up like, oh, my sister, she got off with my boyfriend. Oh no, and then you say to them, this ain't the place to face, and they go, fuck you, you asshole, you did it. Like, oh, I slept with your boyfriend. So, oh no, he did it, no, and they're like, oh, fuck off.
Oh yeah, Malcolm.
Yeah.
I went onto your Facebook page the other day, but I couldn't see anything.
You went on my Facebook page?
Yeah.
How did you find it?
I just typed in your name.
You haven't added me. Sorry, James.
I just typed in your name.
Yeah. Are you sure you found it? Did it have me and Donna on it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then it was the right one. It's because my one's blocked. I don't let people outside my Facebook see anything.
Right.
Because I don't like the idea that people can just look at your page.
Yeah, no, I do the same. I only let friends see any of my stuff, so...
Oh, what? I've seen plenty of your stuff, Tash.
Yeah, I upload it to YouTube instead.
Oh, dear. Oh, we've got somebody here, a new person. Hey, Rory.
Oh, hello.
I don't know, I mean, I've always been somebody who's against Facebook. I mean, I like it, but at the same time, I think people use it for the wrong reasons.
Yeah,
You know?
I've seen people use it as good attention seeking, and it's just
Yeah,
like,
that's it. I mean,
yeah,
my cousin, he's one of those people that he puts up reviews and he disses things completely. Like, let's say Guardians of the Galaxy. Oh, we had people dressed up as green Oompa Loompas and, you know, stuff like that. And people will comment and say, you piece of shit, and he loves it.
yeah,
But if people don't comment on the film he watches, like Populaire, the French film, he
yeah,
gets angry and upset and goes, I'm quitting Facebook.
yeah,
You know, so, you know, I don't care about that. I care about communicating with people, connecting with people, real connecting, you know?
yeah.
You know,
Exactly.
I know Rory. I just subscribe to Rory. He's a YouTuber.
oh,
Have you subscribed to Rory?
I don't know who the fuck Rory is, who is he?
He's a DVD collector and like I.
Oh, okay, I'll check him out after the chat then. Good one, Rory, you're a collector, that's good. Has he got a lot of films? If not, I'm going to block him.
I think he's got more than you, Malcolm.
Excuse me?
I think he's got more than you.
Oh, I'm going to... How many films have you got, Rory? We're gonna get a real man war here with me. I'm gonna get my fist, put them down on the floor, and start bashing them like an ape.
Quickly, I'll answer James's question from earlier. I've got 3 videos that I'm working on at the moment, or considering working on. So,
What's your next video again? Sorry.
I'm just editing together my video log from when we went to Reading to see Dawn French. I'm considering doing a list of my favourite people that I've met at conventions.
Yeah.
And I wanted to start doing a new series, a movie a night, where I just watch a movie and do a quick little review of it, like, afterwards. So.
I think that's a good idea. Me and James were doing that together at one point. But
Right, yeah.
Because he didn't want to do anything with me anymore.
Oh.
No, I do. It's just it's the time differences now, isn't it?
Yes, that's the problem.
Yeah. But I just thought it was a good excuse for me to go through my DVD collection and watch, because I got a lot of films that are still in their cellophane. So I thought it'd be a good excuse for me to go through them and just like do a mini, off the cuff review of them at the same time. So.
To be honest with you, I think we all have that issue with the cellophane thing. I mean,
it's like you said before, if you've seen the movie recently or that, and then you buy it on DVD, you don't necessarily then, or Blu-ray, you don't then go think, I'm going to watch it again.
Well, it's like Stage Fright, the new one.
Yeah.
That one. I watched it, I downloaded it and watched it and bought it a month later. I want to watch it again, but I don't want to watch it again right away because I've always seen it.
Rory has about 800 DVDs, 100 to 150 Blu-rays.
Okay, well, you're a cool guy, but I think James has serious math issues if he thinks you've got more than me. My Blu-ray collection alone is at 3,600. So I think James has kind of gone a bit, there.
Well, I have more than the 800 DVDs, so.
They got Tasha and Beach on that, so put us together. It's like Fearless Hyena all again. There's the 2 blokes who do my shot.
Oh, it's testosterone, yeah.
Maybe we should invite Rory in here one day, and then he can talk to you about how many Blu-rays you both own together.
We can invite him in maybe next time if he wants to be in.
Yeah, a DVD Blu-ray war.
I will check out your channel, Rory, and hopefully subscribe. I like what I like. Do you know what I like? I'll be honest here. This is what I like. Right? When I look at a channel, I like people who are honest with their reviews, and I like people who are just basic with their reviews. I don't care about these over-the-top things like. I don't care about the Sean C. Phillips or Brendan Mitchell quick reviews. I want a good review. Like I said before, like I like Adam's reviews because they're a good size and they're good. They're pretty good, right? Because he does some back and all that. I like your reviews, Tash. Like the ones you do. And I like that. I don't like reviews that go longer than they should. Like, I don't see reviews should go long unless it's...
What about my reviews when I do them?
What?
What about my reviews when I do them?
I love your reviews when you do yours too. And I think you should start doing more, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your wish is my command.
More.
Yeah, I'm going to do a review right now. I watched Stage Fright, but I can't remember what happens in it. He's got a brother who looks a bit like a mental weirdo. Look at that. There he is. That's her brother. Right. She's beautiful, and it's a good musical, but I can't remember any of the songs. Meatloaf tries to get off with everybody, but really he's their father. But I don't remember.
Was he their mother?
Her mother's Minnie Driver. I always loved that name, Minnie Driver.
Minnie Driver. She's an odd lady as well. So
I've got to admit, if I had a wife called Minnie Driver, I don't think I could stop myself on the jokes all day.
You'd say her full name every day. You wouldn't just say, "Oh, here's Minnie." You'd be like, "No, this is Minnie Driver."
I'd be like this. I'd be like, "Here's Minnie Driver." Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, Claudio, my crappy reviews. It's my crappy DVD reviews.
Do you think we should really change my channel to that name?
Well, I don't think you should, because it's kind of like a joke, isn't it? But
yeah.
I think that'd be a weird thing to call your channel.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not really selling it. Kind of.
I just mean everybody seems to be saying it, so I think.
Are you saying they're crappy DVDs or that they're crappy reviews of DVDs?
I've always joked and said my crappy DVD reviews as a joke kind of thing, because the films are terrible, not your review.
No, exactly, but it kind of sounds like, you can take it.
So he's saying, "Oh, crap, I shall not show them, I shall just go like this." I tell you what I like. You know the pill that they pick up ultraviolet and they show them on the camera?
Yeah.
I like when people do that, because all these people rush in to go, "Oh, maybe I can claim it. Maybe I can," after 4,000 people have been on there, right?
Mm.
And me, I'm like, I'm not going to give them away for free. It's like giving me the tree. I bought that for $9.99 and I sold the ultraviolet for $7, so I got it for like $2.99.
So you're not then going to go, "Oh, you know what? Here you go. Just have it for now."
You mean Dupree?
He plans to, Adam.
I've not seen you, me and Dupree.
Adam said, "James, I think you should review some of the films Alex sent you." I was saying, but you plan to.
I plan to. Yes, I do. I'm gonna watch them all first, then do it. All the way.
But Adam, let me just warn you, he's not going to watch Satan's Little Helper until second from last, even though Alex kept asking him to. So if you mention that, he'll probably put it to the bottom. Everyone wants to watch that first, but he doesn't want to watch that first.
Next one is going to be The Witches.
Oh, that's a brilliant film.
Do you like it, Tash?
That freaked me out when I watched it as a kid. I knew the story anyway, but that visual effect of them changing to the, changing to the mice. But it was when the witches turn into you see their true selves near the end. I was just like that.
When I was a kid, when I was a kid, they gave me nightmares.
Yeah.
One of the bit that scared me the most.
What?
The ending bit where she turns him back and she goes, that blonde one. That scared me the most. That was what scared me the most, because I kept thinking, she's at his home. She's at his home. No. And that scared me tremendously.
Yeah, she was good then at the end. The assistant witch was good.
It's so funny. I see Angelica Houston in Smash, and I just keep seeing her as in The Witches.
What is that? Alex said he needs to bloody watch them first. Dickhead.
Oh, right.
Oh, okay.
Alex, I let you know now that I only watch movies in a bit of a weird order. And the order that I put them in, I stay in that way. When I get to the movies that you really want me to review, when I get to them, I'll start talking to them, talking to them about them.
Don't you watch your films by alphabetical order?
No.
Then
I
how
have
do you watch them?
different shelves for different order: miscellaneous horror, zombie, vampire
That's not
films.
what I mean. That's not what I mean. I mean, out of the ones they sent you, what are you watching them by? Because you said in a weird order. So what's the order? Kind of like, how do you set it by that order? Like,
Comedies and horrors after. That's in the order I'm watching them.
yeah, but if you've got like 8 horrors, why can't you move one up more if it's in a particular order? Is it? I'm confused. I was just asking because I wasn't sure.
Welcome, you're confused, I'm confused. I don't know what order my films in there sometimes.
It looks like we're all confused, doesn't it?
I'll just sit and watch you both be confused.
Ash is confused, I'm confused. The dog outside's confused, who doesn't even know me. The cat down the road who got shot in the head is confused.
Are you confused? What's that thing? Mold in front of Mulder, Tash?
Oh, it's just a step stool. It's just a step thing. It's just leaning against the sofa. So.
There we go. James, you should totally watch Satan's Still Help Us Soon. It's a really fun film. Adam Alex went through this the other day, constantly. Please watch it. Please watch it. Even I did it. Please watch it. Please.
Yeah, welcome.
Yeah.
So what do you think of it?
What?
Satan's Little Helper.
No, because I've never seen it. But I wanted you to watch it because I wanted you to tell me about it.
I thought you said that you did see it.
I haven't seen it. I'm going to eventually.
Right.
I just don't want to buy it. To be honest with you, I just don't want to buy a DVD. I've got to a point now where I don't want to buy DVDs as much as I want to buy Blu-rays. You know, because then they end up getting replaced.
What if a particular film isn't going to be released on Blu-ray?
Then I'd probably pick it up or download it. Like The Den. There's a horror film out from IFC Midnight called The Den. I download the full HD rip of it instead of buying the DVD. You know, it's one of those films that probably will come out on Blu-ray eventually. Because, I mean, I never thought Prom Night would be out on Blu-ray. That's out next month. Same with Graduation Day and that, so...
If what if there's a bad transfer, would you still get it?
What, if it was a better transfer on Blu-ray?
Yeah.
Probably. If it was better transfer than the DVD.
But what if
I don't know. You know, I don't know, because there's some films that are terrible transfers. The Highlander 3 owns a terrible transfer.
What if it was DVD quality on Blu-ray?
Then that would be a appalling Blu-ray.
I was going to say that.
It could never exist.
But would you still get it if there wasn't a movie?
Probably. I'd probably rather have the Blu-ray of it than have a DVD of it. I don't know. You know, to be honest. Yeah,
Have either of you ever seen the horror film Offerings?
No. What's that about?
It's kind of like, you know, it's the kind of standard horror movie kind of idea, is that there's this boy that gets bullied and he gets pushed down a well and he gets taken out and he's in like a coma for ages, but he's all disfigured and that. And he falls for this teenager in the neighborhood, so he starts killing people and leaving body parts on her doorstep as gifts. So she gets freaked out, and it's a really old, like, 80s movie, but it's one of those, like, it's one of those ones that I quite enjoy. So I've got it on DVD. It wasn't a good transfer. We had it on the VHS originally. My parents had it, and that's how I first saw it. And I got it when it was on DVD, and it's not a very good convert from VHS to DVD. So. What's that? Oh, Turtle Power, nice.
What's that?
Malcolm's wearing a Turtle Power t-shirt.
Oh, I started wearing them. I started wearing the ones that get in the boxes.
That you get in your boxes, yeah.
I thought, why not? The problem is they'll shrink after a wash.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, I think so. This is quite roomy, so hopefully it won't shrink a lot, but sometimes they do.
I have a question for Alex and Adam. What is so, good? I'm looking very forward to watching Satan's Little Helper. But what is, explain one scene that's really important in it?
Why do you want them to ruin it for you?
I don't know, I just want to know what to look forward to for when I see it.
Alright, well, if they want to tell you, they can. I'm looking forward to hearing this. This might make me watch it as well. If I was you guys,
I
I'd
look
make
forward
up
to
a
watching the
scene.
film, full stop, surely.
If I was you guys, I'd make up a scene completely that wasn't in the movie.
So there's vampires.
Like, say David Boreanaz is in it, masturbating off Sarah Michelle Gellar, with Jared Landau sitting on his face. With Sookie and Bill out of True Blood having sex in the background, so that everybody he likes is in it. So he goes, "Oh, I can watch it right now."
I've never watched True Blood.
You know,
Have you not seen it, Tash?
No, as I've said before, I'm not a big vampire fan, so I just never tuned in for it. But I think as well, because it came out around the same time as Grimm, and I tried watching Grimm, and I just did not like Grimm at all. So,
what about Vampire Diaries? What about Vampire Diaries?
No, I've not watched that either.
Have you seen Vampire Diaries, James?
Bits of it.
Is True Blood any good? Because I've seen...
Please explain, Alex.
True Blood is great. I love the bit where he's got her on the meat up bit and he's humping her from behind. It's fantastic.
I've seen trailers for it and that, but I've just never taken the time to... I might look for it on Netflix, but...
It's good, but it's ridiculous. Like the bit where he's sitting there and the vampires are smelling sucky, and he goes like this. So it's, "Leave her alone." And they're like, "Okay, Bill," and he just keeps saying it. "Leave her alone." And they're like, "Bill, we get the point. Leave her alone." And you're like, okay. And
they are proper... Are they actually, like, proper vampires? They're not stupid, the new tween, like, Twilight versions of vampires, are they?
they're in the dark and everything.
Yeah.
But see, they live with humans, don't they, in this world?
Ah, right, yeah.
In the third series, I think you get werewolves, and in the fourth, you get fairies that fly around as well. So I guess a bit silly.
Yeah.
Like there's a bit where Sookie goes in.
Seasons 1 to 5 at the moment of True Blood.
Well, there's this scene where Sookie gets pulled into like this fairy kingdom area, and there's all these fairies going, "Hey, Sookie! Ooh, Sookie!"
I know they're showing the final season on Fox at the moment, so...
Well, can you sound like Sookie just now?
Sookie!
He's been practicing that.
Oh, I've been practicing it, just especially for this chat.
I think
The sixth season's out at the minute, and I want to pick it up on Blu-ray, but I've only ever watched 4 episodes of the first series.
Malcolm, I think you want to be Sookie.
If I should be Sookie, she'll get myself a blonde wig, smash my teeth in a bit. Go like, Sookie, I need Bill. Where's Bill? Leave her alone. Bill, leave her alone. Bill, leave her alone. Bill.
Alex wants to know if James would give Maggie Q the sausage.
Well, I would. In a heartbeat.
I'm really gutted that Nikita's finishing, but it's well outstayed its welcome.
I think it got old in the first season, to be honest.
Yeah.
Don't you know what? I love the series, but they kind of rushed everything in that one series, like the destroying of the place and everything, and it just got a bit silly. Like,
well, after Division was closed down in the last season, I thought they should have ended it there, but they've pushed for this final 6 episodes or whatever it is, and I'm like, no, just stop now.
The best part about it was the young girl, Alex. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think about many women, but whoa, yeah. Especially the bit in Kick-Ass where she's on top of him. He's like, oh, yeah. Oh.
What's the most weirdest scene in a movie you've ever seen?
Phenomena.
Really?
Yeah, when the pig boy comes loose and all these flies go on him and kill him. Didn't expect that, did you?
What about you, Tash?
I'm trying to think. There's been so many kind of what the fuck moments in movies I've watched. I can't think off the top of my head what the bizarrest one is. I might find out when I go back through these movies for these mini reviews, but off the top of my head.
I'm going to watch The Purge tonight. The you know, the new one.
Oh, the second one, the sequel. Yeah.
There was a proper HD download of it.
Oh, really?
And the Expendables 3, so I thought, fuck it, I'll download them and watch them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was really gobsmacked by that, to be honest.
What site is it on?
Pirate Bay. But you have to download it, so, and that's illegal, so don't tell Mumsy.
Yeah.
Because I'll get in the shitter.
Hey, does Donna know you download films?
Yeah.
No, she doesn't.
I was going to say, she waiting for the cops to turn up.
She did, but what I do...
FBI.
She did, but I told her I don't do it anymore. And then I told her, but if the police knock, you need to run downstairs, put on a program called BitTorrent, and sit there and click on the link. No, of course she knows. She just worries, obviously, I'm going to get in trouble. But majority of the time, you don't. It's normally the people that upload it. And plus, you see, I'm downloading movies mostly which I already own. It doesn't matter, because it's technically not legal, because I own them.
Just don't send it your computer in for fixing.
There you go. See,
What would you do if suddenly an FBI agent knocked at your door because of the downloaded movies?
Oh, what's that?
What would you do if an FBI agent knocked at your door, showed you his badge, and
Simple. I'd leg it, wouldn't I? Fuck! No, seriously, what's this? James, is it true they're replacing the pig mask in Saw with your face?
What?
James, is it true that they're replacing the pig masks in Saw with your face?
That's mean.
Okay.
No, I have not seen Hemlock Grove. Sorry, Alex asked.
Me either, to be honest.
Has anyone seen Hemlock Grove?
Tash, for your mini review things you want to do, what's the first movie you want to watch and review?
I don't know. I'm probably literally going to go through my shelves, like just go along them. So.
Yeah, you got no idea what your first one's going to be?
Off the top of my head, without looking at the. No, not off the. I could go quickly look, see which one, but.
So the story's not there. Okay.
1 sec.
Okay. Well, the thing is, since I'm in bed most of the day because I'm in so much pain.
Yeah.
At the moment, I just download films I own and just put them on the laptop and watch them while I'm laying in bed. So technically, it's not that bad. So I can't see getting arrested for downloading the movies I already own. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
That would be hysterical, wouldn't it?
Young Guns is going to be my first one.
Hey, that's a classic film.
Yeah.
I love that film.
What's it called?
Young Guns. Charlie Sheen, Emilio Estevez, Kiefer Sutherland.
Lou Diamond Phillips.
Yeah, Lou Diamond Phillips.
I think number 2 is better.
I don't think I've seen the second one.
Number 2 focuses more on Billy the Kid.
Ah.
And for some reason, I really enjoy that more. I don't know why. Maybe because I'm a big Emilio Estevez fan.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just love it. I love how he's getting chased and how it tells the story and how him and Grissom from CSI play Kiss Chase.
Yeah.
It's like excellent. Alex Trinder says, "I'm not saying you look like a pig."
But.
Ooh, Tash wants to do some shit stirring.
No, yeah.
You know, I don't know. I mean, Saw 8's coming out, isn't it, next year, I think.
8?
Like I said, I've still not seen 6 and 7 yet, so.
You don't want it, to be honest. 6 is
No,
awful.
I don't know how I got through 5, let alone. I just haven't even bought the DVD. I haven't bought those ones yet, so.
Apparently, 8 is supposed to make this big, massive change to the whole series and make it all make sense, but be completely different. Like, John's got like.
It was supposed to be the final one, and you know.
Remember, Friday the 13th, the final chapter, number 4.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So, they said 24 was. Oh, sorry, James. You said.
How many horrors do you own?
I don't know that off the top of my head. I mean, like I say, I've got 1,100 DVDs, so I don't know how many of those are horrors.
So if you want to know how many I own, right, what you need to do is this. You need to watch that horror video I did, which was 2 hours and 40 minutes long, which could have easily been longer, right? Then you need to count all the horror ones I've got in my updates, and you'll get how many I've got. Probably about 900 and something, probably. Because my horror section is probably one of my biggest sections.
Yeah.
I thought it would have been your ninja one.
My ninja one, there ain't that many ninja films out, really. I mean, when I went to England, when I went back to England, I found a whole load of VHS ninja films I had. But I couldn't bring them back with me because I had nothing to copy them on or anything, and it was just frustrating.
Wait, they're changing the pigs to aliens?
They're not.
Is he making that up, or is it?
You better be, because otherwise the film is going to be horrendous.
That's stupid.
Because the pig moss is a
That's
simple.
not like that. That's not like that bad rumor that they had at the beginning of the new Turtles movie when they said they were going to be aliens, is it?
Okay. Have you seen the trailer for the new Turtles movie?
I've seen the trailer, yeah.
What do you think of the way the Turtles look?
They look awful.
I like the old 90s Turtle film.
I like the exactly. I felt like the old 90s, you know, the cartoon were more, you know, I mean, I know they've changed it up because of the comics that they're based on, but I just felt like the movie versions in the past were more true to the cartoon and that. And I just don't like this new look that they've got. It's all CGI again. CGI is so overused now.
Right, well, let me say this. Let me butt in Mike there, because I agree with you on this. A lot of people went, oh, Rise of the Plague's fantastic. The CGI is beautiful. And yeah, it is, right? Fantastic, right? But nothing beats the original Planet of the Apes in the costumes, because it looks so real, right? Nothing beats the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from the originals either. I like people in suits, in outfits. I think it makes it look cooler.
It's like Yoda in the original Star Wars, you know, and then all CGI and, yeah.
Yeah, and now he's CGI'd up and he looks stupid.
Oh, apparently James looks like an alien, not the pigs.
Oh, that's nice, isn't it?
That's very nice. What would you rather be, James, a pig or an alien?
Definitely not a pig.
Yeah, no, I just don't like how everything. I love practical effects, and I just don't, you know.
I like original effects. Like, you watch our film now, the blood CGI'd. It looks terrible. You know, I like the old-fashioned blood. Who cared if it looked like money paint? It was better.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you watch the original Dawn of the Dead, and it looks like it's bloody tomato soup, but it's still.
I watched a Steven Seagal film years ago. I think it's called Black Dawn. And they're in a helicopter, and there's a bomb in it. And they drop the bomb, and it's a CGI bomb into CGI water, and it blows up CGI, right? And I watched it, and I was like, this is one of the most horrible bits of filming I've ever seen.
Yeah. But you think of something like Jurassic Park with the amount of practical, like the actual, no.
That's the point. People are not being tested now. You're not got people like Tom Savini, who were horror icons back in the day of makeup, don't need to be around anymore because of CGI. Yet their makeup was incredible.
Yeah, you think of the thing in that. I mean, that still holds up, you know.
Look at The Burning. Look at Look at the Friday the 13th with the murders and stuff. You know what I mean? Look at Maniac. Look at the Prowler. Look at all those core effects. You don't get them anymore because of CGI.
Mm.
So you don't have a favourite CGI movie then, Malcolm?
I do. Rise of the Planet of the Apes. To be honest, I really love that film. I like the bit where Caesar grabs hold of James Franco's head and he goes, "I am home." I love that.
I'm not saying CGI doesn't have its uses, but when it's done well, it works. But it's a lot of the times it's overused and it's badly done.
Well,
and I think it doesn't help with 3D now. I don't like 3D, so.
I'm like you, Tash. I think CGI should stay with animated films, not real films.
Yeah.
Animated films are what should have CGI because it's perfect for it, like Cars and stuff like that. But even then, I prefer the old drawing animations like Robin Hood and stuff. I think they're better.
Yeah.
Pinocchio, Sleeping Beauty, Beauty and the Beast, you know, all that kind of stuff. They were beautiful. CGI has totally ruined stuff.
I mean, I completely agree. Rise of the Planet of the Apes, the CGI in that is amazing. I will not diss that. But at the same time, you think of Tim Burton's Planet of the Apes, it was shit, the actual movie, but the makeup was amazing in that, and that was actual practical makeup, and it's just like, it can be used.
I have to agree with you. I thought that the apes in the Tim Burton one were fantastic.
Yeah.
Just like in the original ones.
Yeah, exactly.
But I did think the film was dreadful. And why was it dreadful? Because they had Mark Smell My Dick.
Yeah, Marky Mark.
I hate that bloke. I can't stand him.
Yeah.
Well, I don't hate him. I just think his acting's appalling.
He's so wooden. It's very dry.
Yeah. You know, I mean, his brother's not that much better either. Donnie Wahlberg.
No, Donnie Wahlberg is, yeah. Do you have a favourite CGI movie then, James, or?
Yeah, I think it's one of the ones Malcolm sent me in the package. Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. Probably watch that one as soon as it comes. And I think it was Abraham Lincoln.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
I've not seen that.
Abraham Lincoln, Vampire Hunter.
Yeah. That was I mean, all the vampires in that is CGI.
Yeah, my mum's looking into that for you, James.
Okay, thanks.
Just so you know.
As soon as she's let you know, you'll let me know.
Oh well, I'll tell you what I might watch tonight as well. I might watch The Wizard.
What? Wizard?
Yeah, you know that Fred Savage film?
I haven't seen that for years.
I downloaded a HD rip of it.
The only Fred Savage film I've got is Little Monsters.
Little Monsters. Well, I'll tell you something I'm looking forward to getting. That bloody Wonder Years box set.
Ah, yeah.
I tell you, I just can't wait. I can't believe two of my favourite shows are coming out at the same time. Batman from 1966 and, or is it 1963? Because the movie was in 66. Well, in the 60s. And The Wonder Years. I'm so over the moon about that. And The Sopranos on Blu-ray too. All in the 3 months together. I'm like, yes!
You're like in box set heaven. It's.
I am, but it's going to cost me like $700 fucking dollars. So it's like,
yeah. That's the thing. It's like, you know, you're asking, you know, what movies I've seen lately. It's like I'm still in debt after LFCC, so I can't buy anything. It's like.
I mean, it's like my September is like $300 worth in films.
Yeah.
Because of all the horrors coming out. Then you've got the Sopranos set coming out, the Batman set, the Wonder Years, the Halloween box set. Now I don't need the Halloween box set, but I'm buying it anyway because I need to. Right? Because it's got stuff in it I need. Right? But I don't need it, but I want to. Right? You've got Hannibal season 2 coming out on Blu-ray, which I want. You've got Arrow season 2 coming out, which I haven't even watched series 1, but I have to buy series 2 on release day. Right? It's like but it's all gonna be in a collection update. Like,
Yeah, you're gonna have this. Yeah.
Malcolm, have you seen Little Monsters?
No, I don't think so. If I did, it was probably years ago. I should check it out. I probably will eventually. It might be a film I'll watch with you one day.
Yeah, 1989 it was made in.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one.
I did prefer Fred Savage in The Wonder Years over Boy Meets World.
I liked him in Princess Bride.
Is he still acting?
Yeah. He was in an episode of, I never forget seeing him in, I never forget seeing him Boy Meets World hitting on, what is that girl's name in it? Oh, I can't remember. Anyway, he hits on her and it's his brother, and you're like, what?
So I've never really seen him in anything that, like an older actor. Like I only ever seen him in stuff when he was a kid.
Oh. Okay. I've seen him as an adult. He's not a bad looking guy, I guess, now, you know? Even though it just made me sound extremely gay.
Does he look like you with a beard?
He has, well, him and Ben says they look a lot alike, but different.
It was like when I met Miko Hughes out of Pet Sematary and Wes Craven's New Nightmare, and it was really weird seeing him grown up because I'm so used to seeing him as a kid and stuff. So.
Well, what gets me is when you get these people that go to like LFC, say.
Yeah.
And they show the picture of him as a kid. You're like, what the fuck do they look like as an adult?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And then you see him and you're like, oh, I'm getting a picture of this big fat bloke with his belly hanging out. He puts his leg around the back of my leg trying to hump me. You know, and it's like,
Actually, Miko Hughes was quite hot. I was just like, oh, hello. But it was weird because, like I say, I used to seeing him as a kid and stuff, so...
It's weird, though, when you see people completely different. It's like, if you look at Kurt Russell when he was a kid, he looks the same as he does now, just wrinkled.
That's like Noah Hathaway out of Neverending Story. He was, you know, he was so different, it was just like, oh. You know, he's all grown up, he's got piercings and tattoos and everything. It's just like, wow, Atreyu's like changed completely.
Oh, it's like Edward Furlong. When he was young, he was a cute little boy. Now he just looks like a disgusting, druggy criminal.
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh,
like I say, when I first met him, he was just sat there smoking and drinking. I was just like, and he was like, you know, tubby-ish, you know, kind of. He did look like he'd been on drugs. It was just like.
I still think that picture you got of Juliet Lander was terrible, having the glasses on.
Yeah, she looked hungover. But it's like Corey Feldman. He looked like he'd, you know.
My cousin met Corey Feldman probably at the same time you did, right?
Yeah.
And he said Corey Feldman was great, and I was like, was he? Because to me, he doesn't look like great in the picture. He looks disgusting, vile, and creepy.
Mm.
Remember that time we you always teased you, Malcolm, about him?
Oh.
Corey Feldman.
I remember very clearly. I also remember those times have come and gone.
It was Kelly. It was Kelly was actually the one that always wanted to tease you about it.
She used to always go on about me, Corey Feldman, are in a threesome.
Yeah, having a love relationship.
Yep.
I like that. The Wizard is a great big Nintendo commercial. That's very true. Isn't that the one with the power glove?
Yeah. That's why I love it. You know, the last time I saw The Wizard, I was actually probably about 7.
Yeah.
And I remember watching it. I remember being addicted to all the Nintendo references and everything in it. You know, that's why I want to watch it again, to be honest, because I haven't seen it since then.
Yeah. Adam said he's seen 10 episodes of Hemlock Grove, but it's not... it's all right, but it's not something I'd watch constantly. I was going to say, I keep seeing this advert for that. Was it Orange is the New Black on Netflix?
Oh yeah, I've got that on Blu-ray.
Oh, is it any good? I've not seen it. So.
Oh, I bought it when it came out. I haven't watched it. It's the same thing with Arrow. I bought Arrow last September. Brand new, $52.99, and I haven't watched it. And it's like $12 to buy.
I know, that's so annoying when you buy those box sets and then they come out cheaper. It's like.
But I do plan on watching it.
I've only got through the half of the first episode of House of Cards, so.
Did you find it boring?
How much was that? When did you get that I Want to Believe poster behind you?
I got that from the cinema.
You stole,
Pardon?
stole it, didn't you? I know you. You steal things.
No, I asked him. I begged him. I was like, "Can you please, put it by for me when the film stops showing?" So.
It's funny you say it because my cousin, you know, he's a projectionist. He had this massive Hard Target banner, right? You know the Jean-Claude Van Damme film?
Yeah.
One of my favourite films of all time, and he said to me, "I'll give you that banner, right? And when you give me that, you'll make my life complete." Because I love that film. And do you know what? He never gave it to me. He sold it.
I was gutted because we actually went to the premiere of X-Files I Want to Believe, and they had these amazing posters out the front, but because we got to go in to see the movie, we came out, and of course all the crowds that had been out the front had taken all the posters, so we missed out on the posters. It was like, gee, we could have gone in, we got to see David Duchovny and Gillian Anderson in the flesh, when we went to see the movie, but we missed out on getting the posters. It's like,
Well, I will say this. I mean, my cousin, from where he works in the cinema, he's got thousands of posters that he's took home and thrown in his loft.
Yeah.
I say to him, what do you need them for? Right? You're not going to put them up. And he goes, oh, I need them because they're going to make me money in the future. I go, posters not worth that much. Unless it's a really, really old film.
But I guess his idea is that in the future they will be old films. It's like, I saw there's a show on TV called Hollywood Treasures, and they showed this guy who was, like selling off these old posters at like conventions kind of thing, and his posters went for like hundreds of pounds each, hundreds of dollars each.
I once watched a show just like that with an original Frankenstein poster from 1930.
Yeah.
It was a massive one, and it was like the size of a room, wideness.
Oh, is it? Yeah, the kind of 6 panel or whatever it's called.
And the bloke offered the guy £2 million for it.
Yeah,
Right.
and he declined it because it was part of his.
He declined it. I was sitting there thinking, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Because
That's probably on the show that I watched because it was kept in it was a comic book store or something. I think the guy had it in.
It was something like that. Because I remember thinking to myself, I'd said for $2 million, so $2 million, you could make your life a lot better. That poster, as fantastic as it is, when you die, it's gone.
Well, he just had it in a frame, resting against the wall, and I'm thinking it just takes one little accidental fire or something, and that's,
Yeah, exactly. I once asked if they had posters at Odeon. They just gave me a dirty look. Yeah, they do.
They do. I've had it where I ask for posters and they look at you funny. I asked for it. Sorry.
No, go on. You were talking first.
No, I was just going to say, I've asked for posters and they look at you as if to say, well, why would you want that?
Well, there was a Metal Gear Solid massive figure in Game Station once. Remember, like the Indiana Jones one where he's got the whip? It's like a big statue.
Yeah.
They had like a Metal Gear Solid one with a gun and everything.
No,
and I said, are you going to keep this? And they said, no. I said, can I buy it off you then? Right?
Mm.
Can I buy it? No, you can't. Why not? Because we're going to throw it in the bin. When are you going to throw it in the bin? We're not going to tell you. Right? Why wouldn't you give it to me then? Because we can't. Right? But I need it. It's one of my favourite games. My dad said, I'll give you 200 quid for it. Right? No. Right? Then what happened was, went by their shop a few days later, and it was in there all broken up and everything.
God.
And you just sit there for yourself, why wouldn't you not make somebody happy?
Yeah.
Instead of getting rid of something that could have been in someone's home for years.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you offer them £200 and they would rather break it up. It's like,
I mean, it wasn't perfect quality. I mean, there was a couple of bumps on it, like on the knee and stuff.
Yeah, but it still would have been an amazing kind of collection.
Yeah. I mean, it was one of my favourite game series.
I love Metal Gear Solid.
Me too. I love to chew.
Have you got the 5th one? Is it any good?
I played Ground. Is it Ground Zero? Is it called? Because Phantom of Pain comes out in December.
Oh, is it? Oh, sorry, I didn't know.
I like it. I liked it, but I just didn't like how it's changed. Well, because in the original ones, they're very linear. Like, you can go from different places, but it was always set ahead of you. In the new ones, it's very open, and it's very... I don't know. To me, it's kind of like you have to work harder. You can't be seen. You have to get through these places. The chances are you're going to be seen no matter what you do, and you have to really be fantastic.
How do you know about movies as being brought out in December?
What?
How do you know about movies as being brought out in...
Oh, it's a game.
Metal Gear Solid's a game.
Okay.
And you find out what's coming out in December, because if you go on a website and look for release dates, it'll tell you. Like pre-order things. That's what I do. I don't bother going in shops or anything. Well, I look and pre-order online. Especially if it's something like, I mean, if it's something like this, I want Californication Season 7, which came out the other day.
Oh, is that out?
It is over here. It came out August 6th, I think, August 5th.
Oh, right.
I was going to buy it. I was going to go to Best Buy and buy it, but then I didn't. I thought I'll wait. Because that's the last season.
Yeah, it's the final, yeah, because my friend wants it for her birthday, but I know it's not out here yet, so...
And you ain't even got Season 6 out there yet, have you?
No, six is out, yeah. It only just came out recently.
So you'll probably be waiting another 6 months then, probably.
Oh, look! Final season.
Oh, how long?
Title will be released August 18th. Oh, that's just after her birthday. That sucks.
Well, that's coming out pretty quick then.
Artwork to be confirmed. Well,
the artwork is if it's the same, it's like yellow case with from behind him in the car.
In the car, that's the one that's shown on the Amazon website. But,
yeah, that's what it is.
But they've put artwork TBC, so...
Well, over here, that's the artwork, so I'm just guessing it could be the same.
That's surprising that's coming out so quick after the US release, because Season 6 took ages to come out. So.
Oh, 6 and 5 took forever to come out.
Tash?
Yes?
How long after X-Files finished did David Duchovny start on Californication?
Years.
A couple of years. Yeah, it was a couple of years or so.
I think it was 3 years, I think.
Hang on, it's 7 years, so it would have been about 2007 it started, so that would have been about 5 years after X-Files finished. Okay. So, but he said, because he started working on it with the creator, but he said it was a big difference between, you know, doing, what is it, 12 episodes to the season, you know, 25 episodes. He had more time in between seasons to do movies and stuff, so...
Nowadays, you don't get that many 22, 25 episode seasons anymore.
They don't do that many. They're all... And when they do, they split... They have a halfway... a friend and I were discussing this, because here in the UK, we used to have to wait ages before they came over from the US. So we would get the 25 episodes back to back. But now, because shows are shown quite soon after they're shown in the US... we have to sit and wait during the mid-season break.
Well, it's like The Walking Dead. They cut them up. They cut the seasons up. Like
yeah, you have like 6 episodes before Christmas and then back in February or something, you know.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous. I mean, I like The Walking Dead as much as the next person, but I want to watch a show. That's why I wait for them to come out on Blu-ray, just so I can watch them all in a go.
Yeah. This is what makes me sad about something like The Walking Dead, because they are such short seasons, and I've grown up watching these, you know, American shows that have had long 25 episode seasons, and now, I mean, even, I know it's, I mean, even Game of Thrones that's only like 12, 13 episodes.
Yeah, but that's HBO all over anyway.
But that's HBO because it's yeah, exactly, that's... I
mean, The Sopranos was like 12, 13 episodes, and that was in the 90s, so...
Or even Breaking Bad, because that's AMC as well, isn't it? Breaking Bad's the same channel as Walking Dead, and that was only 13 episodes.
And Showtime's the same, but we're talking about things like Fox shows and...
Yeah, exactly. But even they push for about 20 episodes now, and it's like...
Well, I mean, The Walking Dead, I think, what was it? The first series had 6 or 7 episodes.
Yeah.
Then the second had 13, and then the third had 19. I don't know what the fourth had.
I think the fourth one only had about 12. Because I know it got split up. So, and when it came back, it barely came back for any episodes at all. So.
It's just, I don't know. I mean, I've got the box sets of The Sopranos. I'm going to get rid of them. Because obviously the Blu-ray.
Yeah.
But see, my plan is to get the Blu-ray box set, right? Get the digital copy out, sell it for $80 online, and then I haven't paid that much, have I?
No.
Same thing with the Batman set.
Yeah, but it's like we said about with the the price of, say, like the Buffy box sets or the Star Trek box sets. They're extortionate, and then if you manage to get them at cheap, you've got to snap them up when you can, because they very quickly go back up to extortionate prices.
Well,
I got my Buffy sets were quite cheap because I got the main box sets I got of the first to the third season I bought on eBay.
Yeah.
Bible books I bought quite cheap as well.
Yeah, when the Bible books originally came out, I bought them on release date, right? And they cost me fucking tons of money, right?
Oh God, when I think of the original X-Files box sets, and they were like £85 because it was the first show released on DVD. For one season, £85, to £100.
Like these box sets. When the original Soprano sets come out in England, they were like 50, 60 quid each, right?
Well, the West Wing. Sorry.
When I went to England, visit my family, when my nan was ill and everything, I saw these in there for like £4, and saw things like X-Files, £3, and what else was I talking about? What was the other thing I mentioned? Oh, the Bible books, the Buffy. They're like £2.50 now, and I paid like 40 odd, £50 for them.
That's what I bought mine for. Malcolm was £2.50.
Yeah, but that's because you got yours later on. You didn't get them when they first came out, did you?
No.
I used to buy the original back when they were released, the West Wing, but they were sold. They were released in half-season sets.
Yeah, and they were.
They were like £35 for half a season, and I bought the first 3 or 4 seasons that way until they changed up how they were packaged. And then, I managed to get the final. It worked out cheaper for me to buy the complete 7-season box set instead of buying the final 3 seasons individually. And I paid about £35 for the whole 7 seasons when I'd been paying $35 for, half, of a season before that.
Alex, to answer your question, I picked the second one because you said it took 4 days. I can't remember exactly what it was called or how much it was because I did it late last night. But I bought, it was the second option, which I thought was quite reasonable, to be honest, from a different country, But yeah, see, James, you were clever because you bought yours years and years later. That was good because when I bought mine, I bought them on the release dates. Hell, I bought the VHS ones when they first came out. And then I bought the DVD ones. And the VHS ones, I bought them. I bought half of Buffy on release date, and then I waited for the buy one, get one free sale. And bought, got my dad to take me and buy like the whole series.
Yeah.
And then I bought the DVD ones, and they're bringing out X-Files on Blu-ray, aren't they? It's finally happening.
Yeah, they've been working. I knew they'd been working on it, so I didn't know if it had been confirmed yet. So.
That will be a set I will buy on release date as well.
Yeah, that set I would definitely buy on release, even though I got it on DVD like £3.
What people don't realise is people say, oh, why don't you rebuy things like the X-Files on DVD and all this? And yeah, I'd like to. But the point is, if I know there's going to be a Blu-ray, I'm wasting money, but could go on other stuff. You know what I mean? So I will revisit the X-Files now once it's out on Blu-ray. Like, I want to get the Shogun set. You remember the miniseries Shogun with Richard Chamberlain?
Yeah.
I want to get that, and it's $60, but I know I can get it for 30 if I wait for the right time.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I don't want to rush out and pay what I've already paid for the box set years ago.
Yeah.
Tash, what's your thoughts on the Lone Gunman show?
I love The Lone Gunman. I wish they'd do that on Blu-ray. I thought the problem is with The Lone Gunman is it was it was not advertised properly. It was not really properly. Fox, they're very good at having good shows under their belt that they don't show much attention to, and unfortunately, because of how badly Lone Gunman was publicised, I mean, here in England, it was barely. I only knew about it because of being in the X-Files fandom. So it was so badly advertised here. That's why the viewing figures were so bad, because nobody knew about it, and nobody knew what to expect because it wasn't properly, shown what it was. So.
Because there was only 13 episodes, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Well, the reason there was only 13 episodes was from what you said, Tash. I mean, Lone Gunman had the promises to be a fantastic show, but like most shows, if they're not advertised properly, they're going to miss out.
Well, the problem is as well is the first episode dealt with a terrorist attack. It then had to be pulled because it happened around the time of 9/11. So then the series kind of suffered from then on because Fox didn't show the episodes in order, much like with Firefly, and because they had a misjudgment of what was going on in the public's minds because of 9/11, they thought, oh, nobody's going to want to watch a comedy or whatever. Let's show them all this patriotic stuff and that. And nobody knew what to expect from The Lone Gunman because all anybody knew was it was an X-Files spin-off. Nobody knew that it was a comedy or that, or, spy comedy and that. And it was just,
I mean, don't get me wrong. 9/11 was terrible.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not saying that.
I'm not saying you are. But what I'm saying is 9/11 was. It's because what I'm going to say next.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Just so you know, because I was going to say I didn't want people to think I didn't think 9/11 was terrible.
Right. Yeah.
Because it was. But the problem with America and the problem with a lot of things is when 9/11 happened, they wanted to tell this terrorist stuff off, but it was on TV beforehand, so it doesn't make a fucking difference. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If there'd been terrorist attacks and then all of a sudden it'd all be on all terrorist stuff in movies, bad, right? But the problem with America in particular is when it comes to certain things, it's like, oh, we have to be patriotic, we have to do this, but then we'll go waterboarding people who are innocent just to find out. So, and you just sit there thinking to yourself, you've really got no fucking idea what you're doing.
Well, this is why there were so many movies like Black Hawk Down and all that, like you say, the patriotic kind of, kind of patriotic, what was it, Crash, which won the bloody Best Picture movie, which was crap. But because it was playing on that kind of mentality.
Thank you, Claudio. And I should get import tax. I don't think you get import tax in America like you do in England.
Yeah, unlike England, which rips you off for anything you dare to.
If you go over, I think it's if you go over £18.
Yeah, you get
It's not. That's not even a fair price.
No, especially if you paid quite a bit for the shipping already. It's.
I think it's more if it's. I think if it's a gift, it can be £25. I think. But the point is, the best retailers put $10 or something on it. But things like Amazon don't, because they're arseholes.
Yeah, but when I've got stuff like these T-shirts and that, they come from America. If I dare to buy 2 or something, I've got to pay an extra £13 on top of what I paid.
It was just crazy, because that's like the price of another one, almost.
Yeah, exactly. I could have bought another T-shirt. Yeah.
I remember I bought Ring of Honor Wrestling. They used to have a sale on there, buy 3, get 2 events free. So I used to buy about 40, 50 DVDs off them at a time.
Yeah.
And I'd never get tax or anything on them because they were so good. They'd put merchandise. They put like $10 on each package. And I loved them for that because I thought, oh, this is great because that means I'm not going to worry about it. Now, their site, instead of doing great deals like that and charging you $2 postage each thing, they charge you $8 postage. If you were in England, they charge you $12 per item. So technically now, they're the ones who con you.
Oh, the worst thing I ever had to pay customs on was my wallpaper in this room came from America. And I bought 6 rolls, and you know I paid a lot of money for the shipping and everything, and then I got this thing through the door saying I had to pay £50 to have my wallpaper.
I tell you what I hate. I hate the fact you have to go down the fucking post office or down the sorting office to get it.
Yeah, and they don't take cards. You have to pay by cash.
Yeah.
And I don't pay. I normally pay everything on card.
Same here.
I don't like carrying cash around with me because
if you've got cash on you, you're more likely to get mugged.
Yeah. Yeah, somebody comes up to me, I'll say sorry, got no cash. Good luck.
Someone comes up to you and they go, thingy, you just do my tactic. You want some money, do you? Well, I want to touch you.
Anybody comes up to me, I'm whacking them with my 2 sticks. So.
Every time now people like Donna laughs at my thing now while I go on about if somebody tries to make it, just chase them, say shit to them like I'm gonna get your tight ass boy. Oh yeah, but do it in a real like sick kind of, you know, like you're really gonna do it kind of voice. Well,
I'm also taekwondo. I know taekwondo, so I'll just beat the shit out of them.
I'm scared now.
Yeah.
Thank God I didn't see you at Comic-Con, Tash, or she might beat me up.
Tash, what was your favourite Lone Gunman episode?
Oh God, I can't remember. I think one of the ones that always makes me laugh my ass off is when they're looking after the president's bastard child, and Frohickey has that bra on with the bottles in it, and he goes to the parenting teaching class. That always cracks me up. I like the chimp one as well.
I like the one where
the
character Jimmy Bond and he got to pretend to be Skinner.
Oh my God, Mitch Pileggi in that is amazing. Just
no, I haven't seen it. I don't remember any of them.
Where Jimmy Bond has to become like Skinner with prosthetics on and everything.
Yeah, he's got the make. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But Mitch Pileggi's acting in that is amazing.
Yeah.
What were you saying, Malcolm? Sorry.
I haven't seen it in so long. I can't remember a single episode.
So, what's your favourite, James?
West, I hope that they put it as a bonus on the Blu-ray.
Yeah.
Because they easily could.
Oh, this is the thing. They could have easily put, like you say, in the X-Files sets, they could have put the Lone Gunman as part of the box sets and that. But they didn't. And this is the thing, like, as I mentioned on my TV box set collection, I got given Battlestar Galactica, and I sat down to watch it, and it turned out it didn't have the mini-series in the set that you need to watch before you see season 1 of Battlestar Galactica. So I'm sat there watching, and I'm like, and it goes previously on Battlestar, and I'm just like, wait, hang on, this is disc 1, isn't it? And I'm double checking on that, and it was completely, it's because there are 6 episodes that should have been included on that first season box set that are not there. But thankfully now, due to Netflix, I'm able to watch it in its completion. So
the thing for me is, if there were a complete X-Files collection would include the spin-off.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Because Lone Gunman were a big part of the series.
Exactly. And because not a lot of people know about the Lone Gunman series.
I just think it should be one of the special pages.
Tash.
Yeah?
I've got the Lone Gunman on DVD. Have you got the set?
Yeah, as I showed it in my collection video. I've got the set. I bought it when it came out, but not a lot of people even know the show exists. So, as Malcolm said, it should be in the X-Files box set because it runs alongside season 8 of the X-Files. So it should be in there.
Well,
It's not like something like Angel, where it's completely separate and it's a long-running show. It was one season. They could at least put it in with the X-Files.
Well, the thing is, they could easily, if they could put the movie in the box set, they could easily put that show in there.
They haven't even got a box set yet with the second movie in with it. They've only got the box set with the... Now, to be fair, yeah, Fight the Future is the better movie, but if you want a complete X-Files collection, then it should do one with the second movie included.
Well, I think, to be honest, I think the Blu-ray special features should have... I think the Blu-ray set should have the movies in.
They should have the gag reels.
And, yeah, and all that. And they should have all these special features, new special features with people like, Dodie Coffey and everything.
Yeah.
And they should have the Lone Gunman as a special... kind of bonus, because
there are deleted scenes that have never been put on DVD that would be nice to see instead of the crappy versions on YouTube.
When I bought Texas Chainsaw Massacre, they charged me 20 quid import, and I went mental at Amazon, and they paid for the tax and we funded the cost of the film. Ahaha.
The latest Region 1 release of the X-Files has the 2 movies in.
Oh, does it? Yeah, but they don't do it here. I mean, it took forever. Fight the Future was released on Blu-ray in the States. It took ages. It only came out like last year here in the UK.
Didn't it only come out there in the double pack?
Yeah.
Yeah, see? Over here, they had it for like, I think about 3 or 4 years.
But you can get it on its own in the
That's what I mean. And over there, you can only buy it in the double pack.
Yeah. Which, and I already had I Want to Believe on Blu-ray. I had no reason to get it again, except to get Fight the Future on Blu-ray.
Which is pointless if you want, because you don't want to double dip.
No. So now I have I Want to Believe on Blu-ray, and then I Want to Believe on Blu-ray again in the bloody double pack.
Well, it's like,
I like the movie, but not that much.
Well, it's like the Batman
Blu-ray player yet, Tash? Have you got a Blu-ray player yet?
Yeah, I've had a Blu-ray player for ages because I got the PlayStation 3.
Yeah, alright.
Well, it's like the Batman set, the series coming out. I'm really looking forward to it, right? And I'm glad they haven't got the movie in it because I own the movie, right? But at the same time, to be the complete collection, you should have the movie in it. I mean, it's so far it's going to be $180 when it comes out. They released it in England for £109. But to be honest with you, I'm actually quite happy because it kind of goes on mine and Donna's wedding anniversary. She's buying it for me, so I'm quite away. Right? But that's probably going to be my favourite release of the year because I never thought they'd ever get released.
Sorry. Yeah. But this is the thing with something like the Carry On films. They say it's a complete box set, but there's one of the films missing. And the same with the Pink Panther, the original movie box set. They say that's a complete collection, and yet I think Return of the Pink Panther's not on the set or whatever. And it's like, why say it's a complete set when in actual fact it's not a complete set?
Well, it's funny you say that because they've recently been releasing the Carry Ons on Blu-ray.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can get Carry On Cleo, Carry On Jack, Carry On Screaming, and Carry On Cowboy, right? But the price they want for them stupid. They want like 19 quid each for them.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, to me, yeah, they're great films, and the quality looks beautiful because I've downloaded them and seen them.
But they're not worth 20 quid each.
But the thing is, they've been out so many times.
Yeah.
They should be like they should be £10. They should be like catalogue title. Original price 10 quid when it comes out and then go to 6 or 5 or whatever.
Well, like I said, I've been really wanting to get the complete collection. It's like 65 quid, but it's not.
I mean, you can't buy them over here. Over here, they're like in really rare sets and cost a fortune. So I just downloaded them all and I'm just going to watch them that way and then own the Blu-rays when they go down.
I guess they're not really well known there. But that's the thing, it's like we've said before. Like, I'm after the Lance Henriksen film, Man's Best Friend. It's not released in the UK, but it's released in America. And I think it's stupid that films are not as worldwidely released on DVD or...
there was a show called Life as We Know It, which was a teen show which showed on Living years ago. And it only lasted, I think, 12 episodes, and it got cancelled. And I really enjoyed it. It had Kelly Osbourne in it. It was only ever released over here, but never in England.
You
right?
can't get the Tommyknockers on DVD in this country.
No, exactly. It's ridiculous stuff. If they've shown it in England, it should be available in England.
Exactly.
You know? So I imported it, and then I ended up getting it away, and I'm buying it again for $6 over here because I like the show. But you think to yourself, why is it certain things don't get released? It's like Highlander. Highlander 1's released in England. Highlander 4 is released in England. Right? But the other ones ain't.
No.
Why?
It's like Stephen King's Storm of the Century. It was shown here, but the only way I had of getting it on DVD was to buy it from like Europe, like Region Zero DVD double disc or something.
You know, I mean, it's like my wrestling collection. Most of my wrestling collection I had to buy from the States. Because they weren't released in England, and you're just like, why isn't there any of this available over there? You know.
Well, like I say, the Tommyknockers is a main Stephen King miniseries. We're not talking about, like, say, Storm of the Century, less known. Tommyknockers is a main one, and yet you cannot get it in the UK at all. Now, I've got it on video, I got it on VHS, but you cannot, and I'm just like, why? There are big Stephen King, you know, collections of, I mean, you can get bloody Needful Things and that. You can even get Cat's Eye on DVD, but you cannot get the Tommyknockers. I don't understand that at all.
The fact it's a Stephen King thing alone says it should be out.
Exactly.
I mean, look at the Stephen King film stuff you can buy. You know, they should just, it's ridiculous.
I'm looking very forward to watching It.
Oh, I loved it. Like I say, I watched that late at night. It was on my birthday. I got it on DVD. No, sorry, VHS. And I watched it late at night. And I tell you, I was avoiding bloody drain holes for the next couple of weeks.
I don't care watching it late one night with my mum when I was younger, and crying in her armpit.
I'd already read the book, but seeing it in live action was.
At the time, it could be a different film, but. I remember seeing him coming out of the, out the shower bit.
Oh, yeah.
Going. I remember thinking that was so creepy. And the bit where he's under the thing where it goes on about the boats, they all float and all this.
Yeah.
But Stephen King is a genius.
Yeah.
You want to talk about probably most successful...
I don't know how he got away with the kids having sex in that book, though, because...
I mean, you think about it, though. If you want to talk about most successful book writers, he's got to be one of the top ones.
Yeah.
Nearly every single one is a film or a little series or something.
No, his more recent stuff has been really shit. I bought The Cell, or Cell, whatever it's called, and I started reading it, and it was really poorly written. It was really bad sentence structure and that, and I was like, is this the same guy that wrote, you know, some of these really great novels?
Alright, crying in her armpit, laugh out loud. Yes, I cried in her armpit.
What was that, crying in her armpit?
I said I cried in my mum's armpit.
Oh yeah, crying, yeah, sorry. Nice, classy.
Very classy. What people forget, that was only 2 days ago.
Yeah. You're not going to be like bloody that kid in Game of Thrones that still sucks on his mother's boob. I got, and I say I haven't bought anything. I did buy season 2 of Game of Thrones recently because I've been showing my friend Jane Game of Thrones, and she's like up to season 2 now. She's really getting into it. So, but we have been joking about Sean Bean and that. It's just like.
I'll tell you what gets me. What gets me is Donna loves Lord of the Rings.
Oh yeah.
The Hobbit, but she doesn't.
Yeah, sorry.
But she will not watch Game of Thrones.
Oh, really?
Because she reckons Game of Thrones is too violent.
That's so funny, because you know what? My carer Donna, she said that she watched 3 episodes of Game of Thrones and the smut in it put her off, right? Now, my friend Jane, she's been sat watching it. Now, she's a really, devout Christian and all that stuff. I thought if anybody was going to be put off, it might be her. But I tell you, she watched it and she was like, I haven't really seen any sex scenes. I don't know what her problem is. It was just...
I think the problem is, some people see it as more realistic, and other people see it as just violence. I mean, to me, there ain't that much violence in it. There's a lot of deceit, and it's kind of cult drama kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And intrigue, and I enjoy that because I like the thinking stuff. And Donna likes that stuff too, but I think with Lord of the Rings, with Lord of the Rings, you're constantly going through this landscape, aren't you, different areas.
Yeah, there's a lot of scenic shots in there.
That's beautiful, and I think that's what Donna, one of the things Donna likes about it, is the fact that with the Lords, it keeps moving. You've got all these different characters, and it's getting better and better. Game of Thrones...
It's very gritty and dirty.
Yeah, very gritty and dark. I mean... But I love it. I've got season 4 down there, but I'm not watching it. I'm waiting until I get the box set in February.
Yeah.
Because
well, thankfully, I managed to get season 2 for only 20 quid, so...
Blu-ray?
It's handy. It's nice for me because I'm watching it... I'm enjoying watching it back with her, and seeing her reactions to it. So,
is it the Blu-ray?
Pardon?
Is it the Blu-ray?
No, it's DVD. I was going to get it on. I was going to get it on Blu-ray, but I already had season 1 on DVD. So I like to. My OCD. I have OCD tendencies, and I have if I have season 1 or on DVD, I have to get the rest in DVD.
Let me give you a bit of advice. Get hold of both of those sets. Get a hammer. Smash them up, buy the Blu-rays, because the Blu-rays look beautiful.
Yeah, I bet.
If you should have anything on Blu-ray, those seasons. They look amazing.
I can't wait. I do want to get I might, from here on, get the Blu-rays. I only picked up because I needed it quickly because she was near the end of season 1.
Well,
I just picked up season 2 quickly, so before season 1.
It all depends on what you can afford at the time as well.
Exactly.
I mean, I was lucky. I bought series 1 and 2 for like $40.
Oh, that's not too. Yeah.
And I got series 3 for $40. So technically, it was a big, cheap thing,
Yeah.
It's one of those shows that I'd buy straight away no matter what because it's one of my favourites now.
Yeah.
Same with Walking Dead, instantly. Yeah. But I don't know. I'm like, I guess I'm a bit of a Blu-ray snob nowadays when it comes to things because I always believe that you need to buy the Blu-ray. So my cousin said it for years, and I never listened to him. Now I'm like, I have to own the Blu-ray.
Yeah.
What about HD DVD?
Oh yeah, James, you should start collecting HD DVD. I hear they're coming back.
What?
Yeah, I hear they're coming back. HD DVD. That's where you're at. That's where you need to go. HD DVD.
They're coming.
I'll tell you this. I had tons of HD DVDs at one point.
Really?
I did, and it was when they stopped selling them. I bought them when they stopped selling. I was buying them for 50p. And I was watching them, and then what I was doing was I was getting rid of them as I was getting the Blu-rays later on when the Blu-rays went down.
Well, the thing is I didn't have an Xbox 360 until Blu-ray had really become the established format. So I was fortunate in that way, in that I missed out on the whole debate over.
I was the opposite. I had the Xbox 360 before the PS3. I got the HD DVD drive thing for 30 quid with, I think it was with 20 movies.
Mm.
And I was just watching them in. I mean, again, the Headshed, the Sean Bean film, that's never been released on Blu-ray in England.
No.
Why not?
Have you got a HD DVD player then, James? Or?
No, it was just I saw other people had done videos on them, like Cinema Sickness.
Right.
That bloke, Cinema Sickness, I don't know what his problem is. I mean,
I've not seen him, so.
I mean, I don't mean this in a negative way, because I think he's got an awesome collection, right? But this is a guy who buys laser discs, HD DVDs, Blu-rays of the same movies he's already got, right?
Oh, right, yeah.
Dead formats, right? And don't get me wrong, it's up to him what he does, and it does impress me a bit because I have to admit I'd love to have a library of, you know.
I was gonna say we have said about we've got our own VHS and then DVD and Blu-ray collections.
I wish I could do that like he has. So I'm not pointing. But I mean, he's buying VHSs, he's buying Laserdiscs, HD DVDs, Betamaxes, and films he's got on Blu-ray, right?
Yeah.
And you're sitting there thinking, why is he buying all this, right? And you think to yourself, this guy must have some serious money to be able to do this, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, it's great seeing it because he's got a great channel, and I enjoy watching what he picks up and seeing things that I never thought were available, like Deep Red on Laserdisc, you know. But at the same time, I'm like, why don't you just buy the Blu-rays?
Yeah.
Or, you know. But the guy is amazing. I mean, literally.
He still gets Blu-ray.
Oh, he does. But what I'm saying is he buys films that he's already got like 5 times in different formats. To me, that just seems like a waste.
Yeah.
Or greedy.
I guess so, but then if you say a real collector would want different versions of the same film.
I'd love to know where he keeps all this stuff. I struggle to keep stuff as it is. Let alone...
He's got this big massive room where he's got with Laserdisc on one side and like that. It's like massive.
Oh, really? I love it. I love it when I see these people that have got all their games up on the wall and that. And I'm like, I don't even have the room for that. I mean, to be fair, I have a whole wall, you know, filled with DVDs, but it's...
Yeah, but it's not a whole room, is it?
No, it's not a whole room. That's the thing.
I mean, me personally, I want to have a movie room where I can put movies so that instead of putting them in a cupboard, I would have it properly like that.
I would love to have an actual like library.
Can you try a man cave?
In the future, I might do.
Or a movie cave?
At the moment, I can't at the moment because, you know, we're not in a situation to.
I would love to, you know, if I. Sorry, James. Sorry.
Sorry, I was just saying to Malcolm, have you not got a spare room that you could turn into a man cave?
Not really at the minute. You know, I'm always optimistic because in America they have massive places, so you never know. In the future, I might end up with one. You know, a bigger room or room 3 or whatever. It's just at the minute, it's not possible.
How many rooms do you have there? In a moment.
12. But they're all taken up with stuff.
Yeah.
You know, like you've got one room which is like the utility room. You've got my mother-in-law's living room, bedroom, toilet, you know, stuff like that. You know, and, you know, I mean, to be honest with you, the computer room is a bit like a man cave for me at the minute. I'm not like, oh, I need to have a big, massive room. I've got the TV there, I've got some films there. I'm happy with that, you know.
That's the thing. This room for me is like my little geek hole. So. Yeah,
exactly. I mean, you know, I'm not fussy. I mean, to be honest, I'm in a bigger environment than I was in England. I was in a small place, so I'm happy the way I am now. But it doesn't mean I wouldn't want a man cave, like James says. I mean, I'd like to have my own library of films around and be able to go boom, boom, boom. But it's not always the logical thing to have at the time.
That's the thing. It's like I'd love to, you know, like if I won the lottery, I've always said I'd have like a big room, you know, like a nice big kind of cinema kind of screen kind of thing, and I'd love to have all my movies and that, like you say, around the whole room, you know, kind of thing, and I'd love a room. I've always wanted to have a drum kit, and it's just not feasible for me to have one. I don't really have the space to have one here, so you know, I would love to have my own little kind of, you know, like.
Well, I mean,
female version of a man cave, but with a lot of. I guess.
If you go on Blu-ray.com, there's a lot of people that have home theatres.
Yeah.
They're all different.
I knew somebody back when I was at college. There was a guy. He had his own cinema. He was related to Henry Cooper, the boxer, and he had his own cinema, and that was so jealous. It was just like.
Well, it's funny because I mean, I look at these home theatre collection people that, you know, do the screens and stuff, and some of the rooms look like you could do them in your own home easily. But the thing is, me personally, I'm not one of those people that cares about having surround sound around the place.
No, I'm not bothered. Yeah.
Because to me, it's more noisy than it is. I mean, if you've got your own theatre room with a proper theatre room, that's one thing.
Yeah.
But having it in a normal room, it's just not fair on everybody else. I mean, my cousin, he plays all his films in 5.1. He's got like 6, I think, speakers around.
Yeah.
When he puts it on, it's so loud that you're sitting there going, "Oh, migraine," because you just don't want to listen to it. He listens to it on everything, whether it's movies, YouTube, and it's just like, fuck, you know.
Tash,
Yeah, sorry, James. Yeah.
the room you're in now, was that where you keep your DVDs and stuff, or was that just your office?
No, this is just my office. So it's not a very big room. So it's just really where I have my computer and stuff.
This is where Tash got her first £1 million. This is where she does her tax reduction.
Yeah. This is where I do my working out.
Well,
It's my carer stays in here when she has to stay over. Because she stays over a couple of nights a week just to keep an eye on me. So.
I'll stay over. I'll come and stay over one night. Woo!
I said, you wait until I finally have a man in this house.
Welcome. You got a long way to come for one night.
Let's go.
Doesn't have to be just one night.
Oh dear. I'm going to be quiet because I will be murdered otherwise.
Yeah, I was going to say. I agree with what you're saying. No, I can't remember what you were saying, so I'm
too busy thinking about what would happen in that one night.
Yeah, I got distracted. That's what it was.
What was it? I don't know. James.
What?
Well, have you got any ideas of things to say? Because we're going in 10 minutes. Yeah.
I chose some subjects. You choose, Rob.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry?
I said
Sorry. Can I just quickly say, I've just been reminded by Alex, because you were saying about surround sound and that.
Yeah.
Just quickly, no, because that's the thing for me, is, as I've said before, because of my eyesight, having a big screen is important for me. And I have a big TV in my living room, but I don't have, like, surround sound. I just use the sound that comes from the TV. I don't have extra speakers and that set up, or system set up. So, because, like you say, it's not fair on the neighbours or that, and at the end of the day, as long as I can see what's going on and that, then that's what's important for me.
Well, is at the end of the day, it makes you deaf.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like I've said, surround sound should stay in the cinema. 3D should stay in the cinema, right? Those are the two things that would keep cinemas alive. But no, it has to come to your home. It has to be in there, you know.
Yeah.
So before we end soon, are you going to be here Saturday?
Me?
Yeah.
That's if I'm invited, because I don't know if you want to do the chat with somebody else or something. So.
We can invite you on Saturday, Tash. Yeah.
Well, I'm available Saturday, I believe. So.
Are you available Saturday, Malcolm?
I will be. Because I told you now, if it's a fair period, I'm probably not going to be able to work for at least 6 weeks, so I'm going to be here, haven't I?
Yeah.
Because
obviously last time you said about being here, and obviously, like I say, the chat happened with somebody else, so.
Well, now we know you're definitely going to be here. That way we know in advance. You see?
Yeah.
And that's what we should do. We should know in advance and let the person know in advance, so that then we don't know. We will know who's coming, won't we? That way, so.
Yeah, exactly. Because I know you were talking about Adam doing the chat earlier, so I wasn't sure.
Well, he's not in the mood for it. He said he's had stuff going on, busy stuff, so.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, I think it'd be nice to have you in the chat again on Saturday, and then maybe have someone else on the Wednesday, you know?
Yeah.
So, Tash, you're back on Saturday again.
Yay! Fandabidosi!
What?
Fandabidosi!
What does that mean?
Oh dear.
Oh no, I don't say you're too young for that. You make me feel old. I'm not that old.
You forget Tash. He's my granddad.
Yeah.
What? No. What? Am I the oldie one? Am I the oldest one here at 13?
Yeah, you are.
No, you're not the oldest one. I am.
How old are you then, Tash?
33.
Oh, that's not old, is it?
No.
No.
It's older than.
James
You're
is
still in your 30s though, Tash. You're still in your 30s like me. You're older than me.
Yeah, I'm not that far into my 30s.
I'm 26, but everybody thinks I'm 30 odd.
Really? You're only 26? Wow.
I'm only 26. You know why, didn't you? It's because I've grown up to be a you know, like kind of.
You're the hunk of YouTube.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's it. That's yeah.
I think it's because I'm quite a.
Or are you the werewolf of YouTube?
I'm the hunk of YouTube that turns into the werewolf of YouTube and bites people. Next time you'll see me, I'll have my beard and haircut and all.
Why?
Because I look a mess.
Well, you're gonna have a shave, are you?
If I'm depressed, I don't shave ever. One time I didn't shave for 2 years because I was so depressed, and my beard was all like.
So you're gonna shave,
Yeah, I've been really down lately. I've been trying to keep since the Dawn French thing. That was kind of empowering, and that made me feel better. But you know, like when you can feel yourself slipping again, and it's just like. I was saying the other day, I was feeling okay, and then I was going to Tesco's to get some milk, and there was this couple walking in front of me, you know, like just holding their hands on each other's backs and that, and it made me feel really lonely, and I was just like, but it's those little things, you know, that kind of get to you, isn't it? So.
When I was in England.
Okay, just saying it. Are you gonna be hairless and beardless next time?
I'm going to be hairless and beardless. I'm going to look like you. But I was going to say, when I was in England, I saw my friend Mark. Trying to sing now, isn't I? I'm doing it again. I'm stuttering there. My cousin Mark, his friend and his girlfriend were kissing in front of me, and that. It got me depressed because I kept thinking about Donna. You know,
Yeah.
I wish I was also. I can imagine, you know, how you must have felt with the way people.
Yeah, it's just. It's...
a Muslim beard. I've already done that, and I've almost been arrested at an airport.
Really?
Try getting cavity searched at an airport because they think you're a Muslim, even though you go like this. What do you think you're doing, cunts? Then they think you're an angry Muslim.
Jeez.
Cavity search. Anyway.
But yeah, no, it is different. You know, it's like this kind of thing where I've kind of got to this point where I'm like, yeah, no, you know, I'm used to my life on my own, this, that, and the other, and then you see a couple, and it's like.
Live by what I say. Before I met Donna, I felt the same way you did. I didn't think I'd ever meet anybody. To be honest with you, I knew plenty of people.
Yeah.
But I never thought I was going to go anywhere. I met Donna, now look at me, my life's completely different. It can happen in a short time.
Yeah.
You just have to be open to the possibility of when it might happen, because sometimes it happens, you don't realise it at the time.
Yeah.
You know?
I just wish it would eventually happen, because I've never ever had that, so...
Well, Tash, if Donna ever kicks me out in England, I'll think about that, alright?
Well, you know, I'm just waiting for, you know, Alex or Claudia or that to pounce.
Alex. Yeah, where is Alex, actually? He needs to pop up. He needs to man up. He needs to get over there.
Yeah, exactly.
You need to what?
He needs to get over there. He keeps going about how he wants Tash, but he's not putting in the effort.
Yet.
He's only in Basingstoke.
Yeah, exactly.
Get on, hi, boy, come on.
Oh my God, I was in Basingstoke on my birthday. You could have stopped by.
Could have stopped by for a quickie.
Yeah. That would have been great. You know, my mate and her boyfriend, you know, and then I'm like, excuse me, I'm going off.
See, Alex should have had her mate and the boyfriend.
Yeah.
The boyfriend would have given you some time.
It's a bit weird.
It was great because you said, oh, it would be me, my mate, and her boyfriend.
Yeah, I was like... I just meant it was me, my mate, and her boyfriend for my birthday. We went bowling in Basingstoke. I said, can you imagine if Alex had turned up? It would have been. Oh, sorry, I'm just going off with him.
Yeah. Don't worry, we're just going to head off out into the car. See you. Yeah. Alex comes out going like this.
Yeah. I've never experienced that before. So are you doing another? You said you're editing the vlog together, James.
Yeah, I'll be doing it tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm still editing my, like I say, my Reading trip at the moment. So.
How long is it going to be?
Oh, it's about. Oh, blimey, it's like an hour long.
Yeah.
Just over. It's not even remotely interesting. It's just me, as usual, babbling on. But
we're here.
I think the best part in it is when my friend, my loving carer, locks me in her car. So
the best part was that one what I saw the other day. We went, I'm absolutely drunk right now, but
I wish I've never been drunk. I've tried getting drunk before, but never been drunk.
I have the same problem. I can't get drunk. I drink and drink. I can drink and drink and drink, but never get drunk.
I was at a friend's wedding, and I had 4 glasses of Bucks Fizz, 3 glasses of wine at the dinner, and then I had about 7 Malibu and Cokes in the evening, and I wasn't even remotely tipsy. I was rather disappointed because I don't drink because, like I say, I have no sense of smell, and when I have alcohol, it really badly affects my sinuses. So I don't, and because, like I say, grown up in an alcoholic, abusive household, I'm happy not to drink, if you know what I mean. But when I do drink, like I say, I like Malibu and Coke, and I don't mind a couple of things. It would be nice to feel whatever everybody else feels, but it's not happened yet.
What's this? I won't be pantsing, I'm afraid. My eyes are set on Malka. Claudia.
Alex is over, Tash. I want James's mum. Well, fuck you, Alex. Sorry.
Oh, dear. Oh.
There you go, James. Your mum's got an admirer. That's what it is. Alex found out how old I was and wasn't interested.
Because you're younger than he wanted. He wanted a 60-odd-year-old.
Yeah, exactly. He thought I was older, I think. He said something in the chat the other week, and he was like something about 15, 20 years ago. I was like, excuse me, how old do you think I am?
Oh, dear.
Look, I was a child 20 years. Well, not quite a child, but... What is that, James?
It's what do you call it? Whoever's original thing.
When your whoever's originals, honestly.
Are you reading?
Yeah, there is here.
Okay.
Ethan.
Okay.
Who was that?
Alex will be after her now.
A cameo of the day.
Yeah, I was going to say.
My mother-in-law.
You want to be careful, Alex will be after her now.
Oh, you can be if he wants. We can be family.
Yeah.
What's her name, Mark?
What?
What's your mother-in-law's name?
Joyce.
Okay. I thought you just said that your name was Joyce.
Well,
his real name is Joyce Malcolm. He goes by his middle name.
Tash, you really know that James' mum is just a rebound. Tash, you're still the one. That's Alex.
Why are you rebounding? That sounded more rude, doesn't it?
Yes, it makes you sound like you're upset now, but yes, but you want it.
I'm really just, yeah.
You're really wanting him, aren't you?
Yeah.
Don't cry, Tash.
Well, we better think about finishing up now.
Signing off.
Okay.
Before Tash's emotions get hurt even more.
I'm gonna go eat some ice cream and cry in the corner now. So.
Oh, are you going to do it after you've washed your hair with a facial on? Because that's what Americans do.
What's that?
American women, have you ever noticed when they're upset in the movies, they've either got a facial on with their hair with ice cream going.
Yeah. Well, I don't have a bath, so I can't go hide in the bath. So.
Malcolm,
Yeah.
have you had a facial?
I've had a facial in the past.
You look like you've had one now.
What, from you?
No.
Anybody who gets gay humour will understand that.
That's why Claudio wants Malcolm. It's because he saw Malcolm's face.
Claudio wants me because in the last chat we had, he was showing me his technique. Now, anybody who's seen that will know what I'm talking about. Claudio knows especially. It involves the hand and this. He was practicing and showing me.
He didn't let you had a mask on then, Malcolm.
Like you were zombie. It's like a new Walking Dead audition. Yeah, my friend Jane, while I'm showing her The Walking Dead, when she first saw the zombies, she's very squeamish about horror. So I said, if it's too much for you, just let me know. I'll turn it off. Very nice, James. I said, if it's too much for you, I'll turn it off. She watched it, and of course the zombies are going around going, she's like, oh no, that's fine. She said, that's just me in the morning. She said, that's what the people at McDonald's are like when you start an early shift. I was like, oh, okay.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Alright, well we better start saying goodbyes now then.
Okay. First and then Malcolm and then me.
Alright, Tash.
As usual, thank you everybody for watching. I have had so much fun. I've missed being here, so thank you guys for putting up with me as usual. And being a lot of fun.
It's not that we put up with you; it's that we enjoy your company.
No,
well,
James,
thank you for saying so.
You're nice. We do put up with you. Secretly, we don't like you.
Yeah, secretly, that's what you Skype about when you're off.
We invite you because we just want to make fun of you on Skype afterwards.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But thank you for your awesome company. Thank you for all the awesome comments in the chat, and to anybody watching this afterwards, I hope you enjoy it. And thank you, as usual, James, for hosting this.
Thank you very much.
Thanks again, Tash, for coming in, and looking forward to seeing you again on Saturday.
Yeah.
Always like having you because you're always lots of fun. And to be honest with you, you make the chat special in different ways, and it always makes it better, you know?
Yeah, I bring the level down, yeah.
You bring what?
I bring the level down to the immature level, you know.
Yeah, there you go. You know? So, thank you for coming. Thank you for everybody watching. And please join us again on Saturday. And just to finish off, Alex, I know Claudio wants my Python, but he will never ever get it because it's saving for one woman only. There we go. And thanks, James.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. So,
and I will add, sorry, Alex, Claudio, and Kelly, I will add you on Facebook soon.
In your dreams.
Yeah.
So, Malcolm, Tash, see you again on Saturday.
Okay.
Until then, goodbye and take care.
Bye.